Couple announcements, y'all. We got the FNP Hangout Show August 26th. Make sure you guys get your tickets. FamilyMartPod.com. I'll be performing live. Hang out with me and my cousins. And it's going to be a good party, man. So make sure you guys check it out. Also, Ren Resales. Ren_resales on IG. It's a Discord server that focuses on finding deals across all big online retailers. Amazon price drops, price errors, travel deals, and even food deals. It's also a dedicated channel for Amazon FBA sellers, which gives you sourcing info, return on investment, and sales rank. First 10 new members to use code MERZ can get 50% off their first month. All information is in the description.
We talking about practice.
This is the hottest sports show that's not a sports show. Let's have a conversation. What up, world? Welcome to Talkin Bout Practice, a sports show that's not just a sports show, but where we sit down and have conversations with compelling people. I'm your host, the almighty Merz, and tonight we got a certified hustler, Vegas OG, born and raised, a businessman, designer for Immaculate Pieces clothing. He's a real estate king, a football coach, husband, a father to 4 children. You got 4 kids, right?
Yes, sir.
4 kids. Somebody that I've known for a very long time, probably like 20 years now. It feels like for sure.
For sure.
My brother, Truman Hopkins, a.k.a. TruMac. Let's make some noise for my guy.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you for coming down, man.
Man, you know I always support anything you got going, my dog.
Because I know you are a busy motherfucker, dog. Like, that's how I've always known you. Just like when I intro it as certified hustler, like that's how I know you.
My nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's how I know
appreciate
you.
it, yeah.
Do you remember how we met? Like the first interaction we had?
I'm sure it was with Don Juan.
Yeah.
I just remember him bringing me a CD.
Oh, you remember? Yeah, like this is like 2005 or something.
It was around 05.
Yeah.
Because he was like, man, you got to put him on, man. He going to be immaculate. He going to be immaculate. You got to get with him. My boy. Yeah. Because y'all was working together at Adidas.
Yeah, we were working at Adidas. Rest in peace, Don Juan, by the way,
Most
man.
Definitely.
Great dude, man. Like the energy and love that he showed me when we were working was the first time I've had somebody that never knew me for making music or never knew me for anything. We just had met and show me mad love. Like,
nah, man, I miss that nigga every day.
Yeah, man, me too, dog. Like, I think I still have his pictures on my dressing mirror in my room. So I see him every single day.
I got a picture, the same picture I got tatted. I got him. It's like at the top of the stairs in my crib. It's a little shelf, so I walk by the nigga every day.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, because you know, his passing just like really taught me how to just grind and be happy like in life, because that's how he was. His energy was insane.
He knew what he was dealing with, and he really didn't feel like he was gonna have the time, so he lived it up. Like the nigga, he tried to make sure his presence was felt. Yeah, he always wanted he always wanted to spread love. He was a saved Christian. Yeah, he wanted to spread the word of the good news of the gospel. Yeah, and he just wanted to live.
Yeah, man, 100%. You know, he's the reason why I started smoking weed.
Really? I'm the reason he started.
The origins right here, man.
Shit.
It's crazy because I never smoked weed like before meeting him. Yeah. And he never pushed it on me or anything like that. But he was always just like, I'd like, how you doing, man? He's like, man, I'm hiding a motherfucker. Every day at work, man.
So I used to try to tell him, like, I don't want you just trying shit, right? Because I ain't never thinking nigga was gonna lace him with no shit and no shit like that. But I was just like, nigga, if you want to smoke, nigga, you come holler at me first. Yeah. And let me make sure you right, because I'm your brother, nigga. I'm gonna make sure you protect you in a safe space. Nigga, our first time smoking, it's before, nigga, the 215 was built all the way out west. And we just jumped on the freeway by the airport, got on the 215, passed it to him, and nigga, let's roll.
Man, you know what's crazy? I said the same exact words to my brother. Yeah. Yeah, because he hit me up, was like, yo, man, I'm at this party. Like, is it cool? You think I should smoke? I was like, man, look, if you're going to smoke, like, you should, like, do it with me first. Yeah. You know, but I was like, you know what? Who is it? And I think it was with my cousin. Okay. Then I was like, all right, cool, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. Speaking of, like he just mentioned the 215 before it was built. Like I said, Vegas OG, but he's also a Westside Las Vegas legend.
Most definitely. Westside.
So I want to make sure we get that out there.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, Dajuan, I finally had showed him my beats in the lunchroom at Adidas.
Okay.
And that shit was not mixed. Like it was straight from the keyboard, the Triton.
Yeah.
Straight onto a CD.
The
Triton. Yeah. That's all I had, right?
Yeah.
And my dad like bootlegged some speakers that he got like 6x9s from a car.
Okay.
And put them in like a little box, and those were my speakers. Right?
Yeah.
So she was not mixed, and when I first played him one of my beats, man, it was like I played him like when Jay-Z heard that beat from Timberland for the Black
Dust
Album.
Off Your Shoulders.
Yeah. That was his reaction, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember when he was like, "Yo," back then he used to call me Easy. He's like, "Yo, Ease, let me get that and give it to my brother."
Yeah.
He got his own label, independent.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck it, go ahead, man." And then we linked up at the studio. You was recording your album.
Yeah.
And you were the first artist that paid me for my beats.
Well, no shit.
The first.
Word.
Yeah, and there's probably like another cat that probably paid me for my beats.
Yeah.
But you were the only one. Like, you remember you put me on a retainer. Like, I was like, yo, make me like 3 to 5 beats a month.
Yep.
I'll give you a check every month.
Yeah.
That shit, man, I know it wasn't like crazy. Like, I think we did 2 beats on your album I had.
I was just listening to it on the way here, to be honest, because I wanted to get into that zone.
I did the same thing yesterday.
Yeah.
but
you did 2 that was yours, but Recipe DJ Certified. Did one, but it wasn't full enough, and you was like, man, I like the beat, but let me add some shit to it, and you filled that motherfucker. That's exactly something. When I pulled up right now, that's what was playing.
Yeah, Fresher Than Ever. Yeah. That's like one of my favorites because of how because I loved how DJ Certified, like his record didn't sound like anything you had.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I was like,
I didn't even cuss on that record.
For real?
I was just listening. I didn't say one cuss word on that record.
I gotta listen to that. Man, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
The last time I seen Certified was at a basketball game when I was coaching.
Word?
Yeah, he was at El Dorado High School.
He always was at his alma mater.
Yeah, at El Dorado, and I came up to him, and he remembered me off top because I only saw him that one time.
Yeah.
And he remembered me off top, and granted, this is years after, you know what I'm saying? But I know I'm jumping all over the place. We just got so many memories.
So many, nigga. Now remember, I recorded that whole album in your bedroom. Yeah, nigga. We dropped the fucking sheet from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And made that the recording booth, nigga. You was on Cubase.
On Cubase. Damn. You know what's crazy about this, man? Because when I first met you, it was the first time I've been inside of like a deluxe studio.
Yeah.
Like super deluxe.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who was the engineer. I know you used to fuck with Scott Vera.
Man, that's I'm happy you brought up Scott. I was just thinking about Scotty too.
Yeah, man.
Scotty real big in the podcast space right now.
Dope.
He's a podcast producer. We were supposed to link up a couple weeks ago. This nigga's doing World Series of Poker podcast.
Damn.
Scotty has always been the hardest spitter that I knew, and I've always respected like his lyric game. So when I started picking up the mic, I fucked around because he was a producer too.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get some beats from him, but I just wanted that nigga's approval. Like when he heard the shit and he was like, "Oh, Mac, that shit sound pretty good, Mac." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And
that's what turned it on.
Yeah, a nigga can get it then.
It's crazy because like the studio was, like I said, it was like.
Was Scotty there?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It was probably with Mike Mancini.
Oh, it was Mike Mancini. I remember that name.
And that was a plush studio.
It was nice, bro. And you had all your boys there. Everybody smoking weed, and I was like, damn. I don't know if I'm ready for the music industry, but the fact that we connected, and you came over to the crib to listen to some more beats. One, when you were writing me checks, that motivated me to fucking like make beats like every day, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit was the first time where I was like, come home from work, make beats.
Yes,
like
sir.
that was it.
Yeah.
You know, fucked up my first relationship because I was like, I don't even want to deal with girlfriend shit right now.
I remember.
Yeah. And like, so for you to say like, yo, I want to re-record the whole album at your crib. I was like, damn, this is some hip hop shit for sure.
Yeah,
like,
man, for sure. We've been in it.
Yeah, man.
We've been in it together.
But that shit, I want to say this though, man. That whole process of me just kind of like being a producer and feeding your label beats, being there for the photo shoots, the listening parties, the marketing, like just having all this shit. That shit taught me a lot. I actually carried a lot of that shit in when I started doing music on a solo level.
That's what's up.
Yeah, like that taught me a lot, bro.
Yeah, man, and you put the shit on 10. Like that's one thing. I was like, because after for a minute I fell away from the scene, and then when I came back, I remember we was like Vegas streets or some shit. I was fucking with Vay, and I seen a flyer, and it said Marion Wright. Yeah, and I'm like, the fuck is this Marion Wright nigga? Yeah. And we pop up, I think it was the Vegas streets, and I saw you you just vibing, and niggas was like, oh, that's Marion Wright. I said, nigga, let me pull up on this nigga. This nigga, that's my little brother right there. Yeah, you basically. Niggas is all like this. And the niggas was really like in awe, like almost starstruck, like this nigga Marion Wright is in the building. And I'm like, if you niggas don't cut this shit out, it's my motherfucker. Let me show you how this my nigga, and pulled up, and I was like, we back at it, nigga. That shit was hella dope. I was hella proud, nigga, for niggas to hold you that in that regard, because you've always been serious about it. Like this ain't no fly by. It wasn't no fly by night shit for you. Nah. Like, you know, niggas, if niggas seen Black Gold at all, they know the story.
Yeah, they know the story.
And you've been in this shit, and you for it to come to fruition. Even if even just here in Vegas, like niggas respected that name. Yeah. As a spitter, and then nigga, all the shit you did with Frank. Yeah. Like niggas really putting your stamp on it. And I was nigga proud, like I was like a proud big brother, my nigga, the whole time at it. And for you to say that some of that shit that I was doing rubbed off on you, nigga, I'm grateful for that.
Bro, it did more than rub off. It was almost like, in my mind, like I feel like the stamp of approval was like had to come from you somehow. You know? So I was just thinking in my head, like, is this something Mac would do? Yeah, it's definitely something Mac would do. Yeah. So I was like,
and to be honest, my nigga, all the time my shit was to just say, I gotta do it different than what from niggas see Vegas niggas doing.
Exactly.
Cause like niggas, I didn't want to get pigeonholed as, I mean, it's the whole shit was about Vegas for me. But like Vegas niggas had kind of a stigma, right? And I just wanted to always push the shit a little higher than what I felt like the average nigga from Vegas would do. Yeah. And like I don't like to sound arrogant or cocky about it, but I see a lot of the shit that I was moving with and maneuvering, some of the slang I would use in my lyrics and shit. I see that shit active today in Vegas music, and I just be like, this shit make a nigga smile a little bit.
Yeah, you know, that's when I was going, you know, that's what it was.
But niggas wasn't saying Vegas stand up, like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
I say that to this day. Yeah. I'm gonna say it at the show on August 26th. I say it every show.
I can't wait for that shit, nigga.
Bro, it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be dope. We just had our first dress rehearsal last night, and let me tell you something. It's been like 8 years since I've done anything music, right?
That's crazy.
8 years.
Yeah.
And it's like it never left, dog. I'm not even gonna front.
Like riding a bike.
Like riding a bike.
Yeah, man. Nigga, your energy, mic control, nigga, the crowd involvement, nigga, definition of an MC, my nigga, all day.
I was nervous as fuck though. It was just Goose, his kid, and like
my
brother, I was like nervous as fuck. I'm fucking the first go around, I was like closing my eyes the whole time.
Yeah, making sure you can still do this shit.
Yeah, but then the second time it was ice, man.
That's
you know
what
I'm saying. But yeah, man, like you've been saying, Vegas, born and raised. What was it like growing up on the Westside, man?
For me, I didn't have the same experience that like you might hear a nigga from the West Side tell. I wasn't involved in the streets young. I didn't do no gangbang shit. I was raised by my grandma. My mom's had a battle with drug addiction when we were young, and like I think it was first grade. CPS pick us up from school. Me and my sister take us to Child Haven, and I had no idea why. Just recently, my nigga, my oldest sister, pulled out the court documents from that time.
Yeah.
And a nigga was telling these motherfuckers everything I knew. Like, so what does your mom do? Oh, well, she has this glass pipe and she has some friends over. She does this or she does that. Damn. And I'm like, God damn, boy, you gave all the shit away. And just snitching, nigga, just running it. So, but we stayed in Child Haven overnight, and the next day my grandma came and picked us up, and it was all good from there. Yeah. Don Juan was like 6 months, so my sister Jennifer, she was real like anxious and shit overnight. She couldn't sleep. She was crying all night because we couldn't have Jamarr with us. Yeah. But I was in a room full of boys, and nigga, all I had was sisters, so I was in heaven for a night. Like, man, true. This shit, run this shit. Yeah, like we kicking it. Yeah, you the man. Yeah. But so from there, we went with my grandma. My older sister came and lived with us. It was cool. Like I got into basketball, like second grade. This nigga Booby lived a couple houses down. Dajuan Jackson, that's a local Vegas legend. Yeah, he is local Vegas legend that sure. Nigga, I always tell him, nigga, I put you on, nigga. Don't ever forget, nigga. I got you in organized football and organized basketball, nigga. And he ran it up. Like Bowie was the first nigga I know from Vegas that had a scholarship in both basketball and football at graduation.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was all the way for D1s though. Not no junior college, no D2 shit. This nigga had 2 D1 scholarships.
You know how crazy that is? Because like for the people that don't really understand how wild that is. Yeah. Because when you're good at a sport, in this sense, he's good at 2 sports. A lot of coaches don't want to give you a scholarship because they don't know where you're going to go. They don't know if you want to go basketball. They don't want to if you want to go football. Yeah. But the fact that you're getting D1 scholarships in both sports, it just shows like we're going to take that chance. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro.
So yeah, man, we like that was going through elementary, junior high was cool. Yeah. So being on the West Side though, like I didn't realize this shit until I got older. Like they would bus us out from the West Side, like for elementary school. I lived on the West, but we was bussed out to around the corner from Samstown. Oh damn. For elementary school.
On Boulder Highway.
Yeah. For junior high, nigga got bussed out to Russell and Eastern. So I figured out that they had the shit zone like that for integration because all the blacks in Vegas lived on the West Side. Yeah. So to integrate the schools, they had to bring us out to where they was at. The only time they brought the white kids out to the West Side was we had 6th grade centers before they had middle schools. Right. So it was only 6th grade that they had to come because all the 6th grade centers was on the West. Yeah. So they had to come from their neighborhoods and get bused to the West. And that's how they integrated the school until we got this new shit called the Prime 6 schools, and they start building, changing 6th grade centers to elementary schools and shit. Yeah. And built a couple junior high schools that was in our neighborhood, inner city, so we ain't have to get bust out so much.
Wow, that's crazy. Now that I think about it, because my boy Jay Spence, he's from the West Side. Yep. And he went to high school in Palo Verde. He got busted Palo Verde.
Absolutely. Yeah, because that Palo Verde was built like, I want to say my junior year in high school. Yeah. And they tried to, like, we had a choice. Did we want to stay at Valley or did we want to go to Palo Verde? Right. And most of us stayed at Valley so we can just carry on the heritage because most of our uncles, aunties, moms, they all went to Valley. That's a classic
high school right there. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, and once we got to high school, I joined, like, it was like 8th grade. I got in the Kappa League. Mm-hmm. Kappa League, shout out to Lawrence Weekly and Michael Garrett. They was our advisors. Shout out to them, man. They taught us about, being gentlemanly, being staying positive. They really was on us about the books, how we represented ourselves outside the house, how to groom yourself as a man. Right. That's dope, man. Like taught us a bunch of lessons. On top of that, we was the coldest step team ever. Yeah. Step team. Down there was like local fame. We had step shows and shit, and the bras was crazy about it. We fucking had step offs at school against the other organizations. Yeah. We practiced. We met on the West Side at the library. We step practiced at the West Side at the West Las Vegas Library. So all that shit, it instilled in me just to not be average. Mm-hmm. Like, because we were set apart from the other organizations, and like people outside of the community and even in the community, if you was in the Kappa League, they kind of looked at you different than if you was in the other organizations. So my grandma didn't want me to join because she was like, "Oh, you're gonna get too grown too fast. You're gonna get too." So then my mom's got clean, and I moved to my mom's. And first thing I said is, "Hey, I'm getting the Kappa League." And she was like, "I don't care, just go." My dad was cool with it. So he transported the nigga sometimes. My mom's, and then she relapsed and went back. But by the time, so I had to go back to my grandma's. By that time, I'm already affiliated. This is what we doing. Big Mama had to let her know.
You on?
Yeah,
you on.
And so that shit was it was life altering. Honestly, they had us around political figures. I remember we went up to Carson City for the state legislature. They had us all introduce ourselves to all the assemblymen and senators and shit.
All white dudes.
Couple Wendell P. Williams. I always want to shout him out. Wendell P. Williams is from my neighborhood. Okay. And he was a state assemblyman, black
dope.
dude, and they named the school after him. I just saw Commissioner William McCurdy. I guess he went to Wendell P. Williams, a couple years younger than me, and he took a picture with him the other day for the first day of school at his school, and I was like, "Oh, nigga, that's a legend."
That's crazy. That's dope, man.
Yeah, that's hella dope. I'm real proud. I remember when the first album I was gonna put out was called Inspiring Dialogue, and I did a listening party at Turnberry Towers at the Sterling Room, and I made sure I invited Wendell because he was like a dignitary to me. I'm like, nigga, Wendell Williams, you got to come to the nigga listening party. Like, I grew up with your son and shit, nigga. You been the man my entire life. Come check it out. He pulled up. It was hella cool.
Yeah, that was actually, I remember when we first met, you talked about that listening party at Turnberry. And I was just like, man, this is what I'm talking about when I got to do it big.
Yeah.
So that's why I started doing listening parties at the Cosmo.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up, my nigga.
Thing,
yeah,
man.
No question.
Had to, like, you know what I mean? Had to, like I said, man, you know, I learned a lot from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy just seeing your upbringing and, you know, we very like-minded. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
I was able to relate about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that's my Filipino nigga right there. All day. Yeah. And I tell him, don't get it confused. He ain't a motherfucker that's trying to be black. Right. The culture raised him. Like,
pretty much, man.
This has been since I've known you, and then to find out your backstory with the group and with the Teddy Riley and all that shit, nigga. This is what made you.
Yeah, man. Like I'm pretty much the only one in my family like this.
Yeah.
So I don't talk like anybody else like this in my family. Yeah. Like it's just
my nigga had cornrols and shit.
Yeah, I want to be AI.
Yeah,
that's why I named the show
Absolutely.
after. This ain't made up, man. I've been loved this shit since I was a kid, man.
For sure.
So so you say you didn't you were raised right, because your grandma kept you right.
Grandma kept us right. She wouldn't let a nigga listen to no rap in the crib.
Right.
No cussing. We had us at church 4 days out the week. Nigga, we sang in the choir on Saturdays. We had mission, which was like a Bible class on Mondays. Yeah. Then we had Bible study with her on Wednesdays. And I'm forever grateful because like that's the foundation of my faith. I'm definitely a follower of Christ, and it be times where shit get low and you don't feel a certain way about things, and I'm always able to tap into that faith to bring a nigga out of it.
Right.
I ain't never been a person that ever suffered from depression.
Right.
Even when Don Juan left, like that was probably one of the hardest points in a nigga life.
I can't even imagine, man.
But like, I was able to. I know for sure that his life is living on. His soul is with Christ, and like he was in so much pain. It was easy for me to let go of that. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, I had to be able to just say, like that'd be selfish for a nigga to feel like, damn, like, oh, I gotta cry. I'm mourning. Nah, I kind of rejoiced. Yeah. When Don Juan left, because he had more pain, and my nigga lived through it, and he never complained about it.
Yeah, like
so. That's all Big Mama though. Like she put that in both. If he would have been here still, this nigga would have been a minister.
Yeah,
like,
I can see that for sure.
That was definitely his path. Like this nigga to get filled with the Holy Spirit at church, speaking tongues. Like he was dead serious about it, and God knew what he was doing with Don Juan.
Yeah, man. He definitely lives through me, like, to this day, bro, because there's times where, you know, you reach your low points, man.
Yeah.
And I just think about Dajuan, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, man, he was in a lot of pain. And for the people that don't know, man, he lived with sickle cell.
Yeah.
And I remember a crazy story where this dude was in the hospital for like a week. I didn't see him at work. I don't know if you know this, but this dude pulled up at work in his gown.
That sounds just like that, nigga.
In his gown. Everything's still attached to him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I said, bro, what are you doing? He's like, ease, man. You gotta help me get my car. I was like, I just dipped from the hospital. I'm tired of being there, bro. We gotta go kick it. I looked at my manager and said, hey, bro,
get your man.
I'm out. I'm out of here. So we went and picked up his car. But that, what's crazy too is my aunt was his nurse.
That's wild.
Yeah, she did all his transfusions.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw her the other week too, man.
A girl I went to junior high school, in high school, it was his nurse in the last year of his life.
Yeah.
And because he used to kept trying to explain her to me. He's like, it's a light-skinned girl. You went to school with her.
Yeah.
You know her. And then when he passed, I go to the hospital and it's her. I'm like, this nigga been telling me it's you this whole time. And he couldn't tell me your name. He's like, she's my nurse. So I felt that was cool because she knew he was my brother. So he felt like he was in a little better care because she knew.
Yeah. I don't even know how the connection of him knowing that was my aunt, but I guess he just spoke about me and the connection happened because I was at a family party and my aunt was like, hey, I know your friend Dajuan. And I was like, crazy. What? Yeah, that's I do wild. His blood transfusions. I'm like, wow. So I hit him up right away. It's like, dude, yeah, you know my aunt.
That's crazy. That's hella crazy.
Just small world, man. The circle, man.
Bro.
Yeah, straight up.
For sure.
So I was saying, your grandmother was making sure you guys were good.
Yeah.
But I've always known you as being a hustler.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you get involved in that? Because when I mean hustler, bro, I ain't never seen somebody like move the way you move in these streets, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'd always feel like, even before a nigga dabbled in street commerce at all, it was like I was always wanting more than what I had. If it was a job that I was on, I found a way to scheme at the job. Right. If it was a girl I knew that liked me too much, had a couple dollars, I had to get a couple dollars from her. It was just like that was, and my grandma, she always looked out for us, but it was 5 of us in the house. She was raising us. But my dad, like we all got the same dads and shit, because my mom had a lot of the kids when she was in the streets. Mm-hmm. But my pops, he always looked out. He ain't never let a nigga down. So he always kept a nigga fresh. Mm-hmm. But as I started working, like he wouldn't let me work during the school year. So my junior year, I got a job with my mom. She had been clean a couple years. Yeah. We was working at this motion simulator ride in the forum shops called Cinema Ride. Okay. And one of the homies, Filipino dude, he used to work at a movie theater, so he hit me to a scheme like, hey, we used to get a couple extra dollars like this in the movie theater. So when you're in the ticket booth, do this, that, and the third, and I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna get a couple extra dollars. And I was young, and I'm like, yeah, let's run it. Yeah. So that was like a nigga first caper, and then I was able to go get. I was working in the forum shop, so I collect the bag at the end of the day. I go straight up to Just for Feet, new kicks, guest store, couple watches. Yeah. And so a nigga got polo shit hit all the time. And so that was like a nigga first. That's what jumped it off, I'd say. Yeah. That job. And then when I with the street hustling, bro, it really came out of like nowhere. Right. Don Juan had a partner that he worked with at Taco Bell, and he lived with one of his homeboys. They was from Tucson. And we were smoking all the time. Nigga going to buy sacks here, and that's when they was still smoking Stress. Yeah. And he was just like, and I was already rapping then, and I had went to Montana and did a show. When I came back, I had made a couple dollars from the show or whatever, and he was like, bro, you ever thought about selling this shit? And I'm like, what, selling trees? Yeah. And I was like, nigga had a couple of ounces before, but I ain't never just went in. Yeah. And he was like, man, I got somebody at home that like you might want to meet him. And I'm like, word? Yeah. He was like, yeah, I got a partner. I was like, well, nigga, let's go. Let's go meet your partner. Yeah. And when I tell you this shit is like some shit out of a movie, like this is how a nigga got hustling like in the streets.
I can't wait to hear this.
I think we go down to Arizona.
Yeah.
They from Tucson, and deep into Tucson, almost at the Mexico border, is a city called Nogales.
Okay.
And so he take a nigga, meet his partner in essay tatted up, cool, fresh as fuck, and we chop it up a bit. And I was like, yeah, man, my boy said you got some work, and I got a couple dollars. Like, he was like, what you talking about? And I'm like, you know, maybe just start me off with like £1 or something. I got a couple dollars. He tell me his price. And I'm like, cool. He's like, all right, man. Y'all go to Walmart, come back, and I'll make it happen for you. I'm like, cool. So I'm thinking I'm finna get this one. Niggas smoking Pretendo. They call it the Arizona. That you got that AZ, right?
Damn,
so,
this is definitely
the Pretendo,
right.
So we go to Walmart around the corner for the crib. We get back, nigga came back with like a black fucking garbage bag just full of trees, and I'm like, bro, that's more than £1.
Yeah,
and he was like, yeah, you know, my uncle, he be bringing the shit over, and he just leave it in the desert. Then my dad go pick it up from the desert because he can bring it across the border. And he's like, but I can't just give you one. And I'm like, well, that's all the money I got.
Yeah,
I know. You're going to take this, and when it's done, I'm going to fly to Vegas and get the bread. And I'm like, nigga, how much bread is you talking?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, man, you got them for $5 each. I'm like, 5,000? Nigga, I ain't got $5,000. He's like, nah, 500.
Word for 2 big bags?
Run me that.
Yeah.
Right? And this is like after 9/11. So this is the crazy shit, dog. Like I had no knowledge of the chances the nigga was taking.
Yeah.
We got to drive across the Hoover Dam to get home. And since 9/11 hit, they had like a federal check station.
Yeah, they were checking everything, man.
So, nigga, I say, nigga, we gotta go to Walmart. We go to get a food processor, the fucking freezer bag. I get the machine. We go to hotel, nigga. I'm Vaseline, double, triple bagging. A nigga gave me like 7 bowls.
Wow.
And I gave the nigga $500.
Wow.
And nigga brought the shit back home. I say, nigga, we ain't gonna smoke in the car. We gotta be extra careful. We drive, get back home safe and sound. Nigga break the shit down. And I'm on the horn. Hey, a nigga got it, nigga got it, nigga got it. And the shit was so fluffy and green, like I could damn near sell it as chronic at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, nigga, I gotta get the SA his money back. So nigga, I'm selling $100 zips, nigga, $25 quarters. This nigga first time in the game. I'm scaled up, I'm moving, I'm shaking, I'm calling niggas. Niggas is hitting my line, I'm $300 quarter pieces. And like, that's
damn, dog. Yeah, but £1/4, you making money back damn near.
Killing it, right?
Yeah.
So nigga, like in a week, that shit gone.
Damn.
He fly down. We meet he got a hotel room. Meet the nigga at a hotel room. He said, I got something else for you. I said, what you got? This nigga, I'm going to the bathroom. He come out. This nigga done rolled up a zip of yay and some red duct tape. I say, bro, I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah,
like, nigga,
yeah.
I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
That ain't my lane, my nigga. I'm cool. I appreciate you. But when can I come back and get some of this? And that's how nigga got in. Nigga got to moving that shit. Shout out my little bro, Doe Mills.
Shouts to Doe Mills, man.
Killer, I went to high school with Killer brother.
Yeah.
And he was fucking with a nigga for a minute. And he knew I was doing the rap shit because nigga, I had been doing music for a while.
Right.
And I even before I started rapping, music was a thing. And he was like, Mac, I know you rap. And actually, Killer brother, shout out Montana, Lorante Johnson. He gave me my nickname, TruMac, nigga, freshman year. Because nigga knew bras from everywhere. Chicks would come to our school, basketball practice, and I know them. They ain't go to our school.
That's a dope
I'm
ass
always
nickname,
pushing.
man.
He'd be like, nigga, this nigga ain't no true man. This nigga's a true Mac. Nigga, this nigga know all the bitches. Nigga, this a true Mac. And it stuck with me since that day. So he hooked me up with Killer, and me and Killer started rapping together. And then Killer saw how I was moving, and Killer had a partner who was moving, and he was like, TruMac, man, you might want to get you a pound of chronic and hook up with old boy. And so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Nigga went and got me one of them, and got with my partner, and He's still in the field a little bit, so we ain't gonna mention no names.
Right, yeah, no, we gonna say that, yeah.
But I got, and this my ace boon coon till this day. And we got in the car together, and nigga took off. It was crazy from there, because then we went from like just really, really grinding it out, like just sacking up, shipping, moving all the time. Business, bro. And so after a while, I had got with my wife. She was my girl at the time. I had got with her. Yeah. And she was like, I had my real estate license. Yeah. But I was so involved with the rap shit that I wasn't really fucking with real estate. Mm-hmm. My partner, shout out Rasheen Shine, my nigga. Rasheen had met her boss, and I didn't know her at this time. Rasheen met her boss, and he was a mortgage broker. Right. And he had a suite at Turnberry. And Sheen was working with a moving company, and he ended up moving the nigga shit from one suite to another. And he was like, nigga, what you do to get all this? And he was like, oh, I'm in real estate. I do mortgage loans. He's like, my nigga got a real estate agent. My nigga got his real estate license. He was like, well, nigga, I do mortgage. You need to hook me up with him. Yeah. And so we can do some business together. So his name was Sean Iwasaki. Yeah. So Sheen hooked me up with Sean. And we find out this nigga was a DJ back in the 80s, and I told him I rap, and he was like, well, nigga, let me help you out with the rap shit, but let's do real estate. But he was so much into the party life, and we was doing so much rap shit that real estate kind of took the back seat. Right. But he was still moving his shit because he had a mortgage business. And so I met my wife because she was his processor. Oh, okay. And then, so we started kicking it. And then she was just like, bro, you're too smart to just do that. Like, you got your real estate license, nigga. And he trusts you a lot, nigga. Just, why don't you learn how to do loans too? Yeah. So she gave me a fucking 300-page notebook, just how to process a loan. Nigga got to smoking. Nigga, I read the shit in one night. Whole shit. That's definitely something you would do, man. Like, whole shit. And I called a nigga Sean the next day. I'm like, bro, I can do loans. He's like, hard. What? He was like, I was like, yeah, nigga, I can do loans. And they gave me the book, nigga. I know you give her all your work, nigga. He was like, nah, no more. Yeah. She gonna be our processor. Go to the office and tell her I said I give you my files. That's how I learned mortgages. My wife put me on. Nigga helped the nigga learn mortgages. And I was able to balance doing both. So now my partner, who I was in the streets with, I had got real focused on real estate. So I was just like, nigga, I'll put the money up for that, and you just run it. That's crazy, man. And I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to get the bread over here. And you keep that, and nigga, we just live it up that way. Because I remember, man, this was the first Immaculate, because you had a management company, independent label that you signed me to as the producer. I went to the first meeting at one of the cribs that you probably set up through your real estate. Yep. And I remember before the meeting started, I don't know who I asked, it's probably P or Jay Nasty. I was like, yo, I'm thirsty, man. You guys got any water? He's like, yeah, man, go in the kitchen, get you a glass and get whatever you want. There's drinks in there. Yeah. And I was like, like any house, you would think it's in the cupboard. The glasses, I opened the cupboard, it was nothing but zips. Yes, sir. Zips. Zips. I know exactly what you're talking about. I opened every single cupboard, and it's nothing but weed everywhere, bro. And then I asked him, I was like, where's the glasses at? I did. He just started laughing at me, man. But yeah, that's crazy that you put it all together, because I was thinking, I was like, man, I'm not dumb. So like, I was thinking like, damn, that's the smartest shit. Like, you get into real estate and you moving trees and you combine it somehow, and it's like you got all your partners with you running the business. Yeah. And you just move from different homes to different homes. It's like, it's hard to leave a trail like that. For sure. And we stayed smart about it. Yeah. Like, niggas ain't like, we took chances, but it was always calculated risk. Like, we wasn't really trying to do too much to where it brought attention to us. Yeah. I remember one time we was trapping out this spot, and my partner, he had all the clientele, and it was all females. Like, he could get off a whole thing a day, broke down. 75% of it went to broads. Man, they were just buying. Coming from work. Broads is chicks that's out there in the game. Yeah. Stripper chicks. corporate chicks, bitches that's insurance agents.
That's
like
wild, man.
Every day, to the point to where the manager of the apartments pulled up on us one day.
Yeah.
And we all like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Caught us. And she's like, I'm just making sure that y'all not running a brothel in this mother. They say they see just tons of women coming in and out, man. And I was like, no, we ain't got no brothel, baby.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, as long as it's not a brothel, I'm fine. And just kept it moving. It was, and that shit worked. But my road dog, he know who he is. We done took trips to go get it. We ain't never been pulled over. Like, a nigga was just trying to be as smart as possible about it without like being flashy. Like, I never wanted to be a nigga who everybody could say, oh, that's what he's doing. Yeah. But I've rapped about it enough that niggas know that's what he was doing. Yeah. But a nigga just like tried to keep it cool, keep it safe, make sure all my homies had a piece, like that it would be no jealousy, no bullshit between us. Hov said it the best. I recruited lieutenants with ludicrous dreams of getting cream. Let's do this. Yeah, and facts. that was my mission. Like, let's get around some niggas that want to go get this shit, but ain't trying to fucking outshine the next nigga. Like, niggas who can really link up on a certain level. And we put that shit out there. It was a time, my nigga, not to sound arrogant, but it was a time that if you was smoking good in Vegas, I had something to do with that.
That's crazy, man. Cause like I would have, besides the fact that I was around you like that, I would have never known, just because of like your intellect, the way that you speak, your vernacular was like, you know, like you said, you never really bragged about it. Yeah. And you could speak to anybody, so no one was gonna ever think like, you know, that you're in a game like that. Yeah. And it's just wild, man. Because niggas think that I'm supposed to be like a politician today. I got homies that tell me all the time, when you running for office, Mac? And I say, my nigga, it's them days back in the early 2000s that's gonna keep me from going. Like, if a nigga hear the story, it's because I wanted to give it to him, not because a motherfucking I'm on the campaign trail and they're like, excuse me, sir. Yeah. Did you ever hold court at such and such and such and such? And nah, my nigga, I'm cool and all that. I'm gonna try to do what I can from the community, from my spot, what I do. I don't need all that extra shit. My wife I'm talking about, they drive her fucking crazy. She be like, why do all these motherfuckers think you're supposed to run for office? Like, we don't want them in our business. I'm like, baby, you ain't never got to worry about that from me. Like, I'm cool. It's crazy, man. Just because, like, even when you ran the label, like, it was, you know, very professional, man. Like, even the contracts, I learned how to read and write contracts from your contracts.
Man, listen.
I just break them down. I'll be like, okay, so this is how you write them out.
Yeah. So back when a nigga in the music shit, I was never supposed to be a rapper. Right. Like, we came out of high school, my clique was called POLO Mafia.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about this for sure.
Players only live once. Yeah. Right. It's me. It's Andre as hell.
Shouts to Dre. Yeah.
It's Rasheen. Yeah. It's my nigga Lonnie.
Shouts to Lonnie. Yeah.
It's my nigga Portia McLaurin. Rest in peace, P Funk. My nigga David. We call him Poppy. Puerto Rican Cuban nigga. Yeah. Couple other niggas affiliated, but that's like the core. Right. My nigga Mook, original member. And when we came out of high school, Dre was going to school at Morehouse.
Okay, Morehouse College?
Yeah, in Atlanta. So when we came home for the summer, it's like, nigga, we gonna do the record label shit. Like, Dre gonna be the rapper, Sheen gonna be the rapper, Mook gonna be the producer, and he gonna write the R&B shit. Right. And I'm the executive. Right. Right. Like,
businessman.
I was supposed to be Dame Dash. Yeah. Right. So
it fits the role though.
You know what I'm saying?
What you doing? Yeah.
So niggas started writing music and writing raps and starting to put it together. But then when Dre was at school, I linked up with some niggas that's been like some of my older partners that I've been cool with since a kid, and I find out that he rapped, this nigga Macheo. And Macheo always been like the fucking coolest nigga in the world when I was young. Right. Like, nigga had all the gear, fucking 360 spinning waves and shit, all the broads. And then when I found out he rap, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And my nigga Joel, he's an older nigga. My nigga JB, he was in the league. He was older than me when we was in the Kappa League and shit. Him and Macheo's cousins. And so we link up and he tell me the Macheo rap and he's like, we want to do a label and shit. And I'm like, oh, well, me and my partner's going to do a label too.
Yeah.
And so we all start talking like, let's just put it together. Like, let's get the coldest niggas in Vegas and put it together. So this nigga, shout out my nigga Kool-Aid, Charles Washington. He went by Kool-Aid back in the day. Kool-Aid, I'd say after.
I think I know Charles. I think I coached his daughters at one point.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah.
you're thinking Charles Young.
Oh, Charles
that's
Young.
Yeah. Shout out my nigga Charles Young. Too. That's my motherfucking mother. That's my nigga right there. But cool. After the nigga Fresco, like Cool was super serious about lyrical prominence. Like this nigga was such a methodical rap writer.
Yeah.
Like it was just crazy to me. But when we was in high school, we was kind of rivals because they went to Durango. We went to Valley.
Yeah.
Their clique was called Japan Clan. Just another pretty ass nigga creeping low and nasty. And we was Polo. And the nigga Dre Dre done went and knocked one of their chicks.
Oh shit.
So that was our rival because Dre done knocked one of their chicks. Niggas, fuck them niggas. It's Polo.
Yeah.
And they was fuck them Polo niggas. It's Japan Clan.
Yeah.
But now we out of school and I'm finally linked up with this nigga and I'm like, this is actually a cool nigga.
Right.
Right. So at that time we was calling ourselves the franchise company. And me and this nigga, I was in school at CSN. I went to the library and I checked out a book, How to Write a Business Plan.
Right.
So I read that motherfucker front to back, and me and Cool, they got examples of business plans. So me and Cool get together and we write out the business plan for the label.
Yeah.
And that was like a nigga first experience with saying, nigga, I'm really in this shit for the business.
Right.
And I took that, and that's how a nigga started writing contracts. I'm like, well, if a nigga can write a fucking 30-page business plan, I could definitely write a 2-page contract.
Yeah, easy,
right?
man. Easy.
And but so we voted for so we all get together. We vote for fucking vote for positions and shit. Shit was kind of gay. We changed the name. The nigga Dre came up with the name Empire Inc.
Yeah.
And it was spelled M-Pyre Incorporated. And so we changed the name. We started fucking with going to studios and shit. But all in all, the shit just didn't work out. It's really different to like mesh niggas who ain't always been together. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So me and Dre kind of fell out.
Yeah.
We ain't, not on no bullshit, but we just stopped really fooling around. This is the nigga best friend. He was 12 years old. So it was really kind of like weighed heavy on the nigga, but I was just like, it ain't our time. So it is what it is.
Right.
But but we kept the name Empire, and I dame dashed the shit out of that shit with the nigga Macheo.
Yeah.
Hooked up photo shoots with the nigga, set studio sessions. At a time, it was hard to get beats. And so shout out my nigga Donye Willis. Me and this nigga went to a studio where neither one of us knew how to work the equipment, but the engineer would just set the shit up and we could just play with the shit and he'd record it until we made a beat. Yeah. So we started making beats with that shit. And the nigga Macheo put out, on February 22nd of 2002 was like the first project we put out. It was that nigga's birthday, chill birthday, 2/22/02. And we just did a EP named Macheo. And we had 4 tracks on that motherfucker. Me and Donye produced one of them. And we got some beats from this nigga Tiger. Tiger had won a Grammy with Gladys Knight doing that type shit. And I don't even remember how we linked up with it. I remember it was one of Chill's cousins knew the nigga and brought us into the studio. Chill going there freestyle. And the nigga Tiger was like, oh my God, I need to fuck with you.
Did he have dreads, Tiger?
Yeah.
I think I worked with him on a project too. Like a random, he hired me for a project.
Tiger was hella cool.
He could write songs, like he was a singer, right?
And he produced.
Yeah.
And he did some crazy ass beats.
And like he was working with what's his name from Day 26 at one point. He was making records for him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
it's the same nigga.
Damn. He used to pick me up. He used to drive from like Durango and 215 all the way to Henderson. Pick me up with like $5. He always just put $5 in the tank. So he picked me up, go to the gas station, $5, take me to the studio. I'd write the song for whatever project he had.
Yeah.
He'd give me the cash.
That's so
He'd
dope.
take me home, put $5 in the tank, take me home.
Yeah.
He did that for like a week straight.
That's cold.
That's crazy,
Look
man.
how small this shit is.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nigga never knew that all this time.
That's, wild. Because he had got hired by this dude whose like son had autism. He wanted to write a rap album, a rap and R&B album for his son. So everything was kind of based around like what his son loved to do. And this dude was some rich white dude.
Yeah.
So he just like cashed the fuck out of Tiger. And I guess Tiger caught wave of who I was. This is a long time ago too. Like not too far from after I met you. Like,
okay.
Remember I was with your label and then I was like, yo, I want to do my solo thing.
Yeah.
It was like right after that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That's wild as fuck.
That's wild as fuck, man.
Yeah.
That name sounds so familiar. You said it.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's cool.
Wait, hold on.
That's hella dope, nigga.
Yeah, because he told me about I think he has a plaque for it.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
the Gladys Knight shit. He got
Yeah.
a plaque and he got a Grammy for that shit as a producer.
That's dope, man.
But so we go out there. I think he did all the beats for the joint. Nah, he did 3. Cause I think we did like a 6-song joint. So he did 4 of them. I did 1. And I don't even remember the homie name that did the lead single, but it was some cold shit.
Yeah.
And a nigga had put the shit together, photo shoot. This nigga Justin, shout out Jay Nasty, that's my motherfucking brother, graphic artist extraordinaire. This nigga was out in Arizona, and I was like, bro, I need a logo. I'm gonna have this nigga just write his name in cursive, and you make it a logo, and then I'm gonna put these pictures together, nigga, and this is gonna be the cover.
Yeah.
And Chill had a partner named Young Mac who was in the game, and that was his partner from childhood. And Young Mac came in as like the investor, like, nigga, I'm gonna help y'all put this shit out. So that gave a nigga the green light to be like, all right, well, nigga, I want 24 by 36 posters. Nigga, I want 1,000 fucking CDs. I want this, that, and the third. My nigga Viance Easter, shout out Big Nito. He was working security back in the day. There used to be a club called 7 on the Strip. It's where the Aria sit right now, Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard. It used to be called Club 7.
Damn, right there.
Yeah, and on the day we put the album out, nigga, for a $700 check that was for sure to bounce, nigga, they let me hold the spot to do the fucking show. We had our release party on the Las Vegas Strip, nigga, on 2/22/02, and it made niggas in the city feel like these niggas is on. Yeah, nigga, we put out these posters on we went down Martin Luther King, putting fucking posters on every light pole going down the street. Niggas was really street team. You feel me? And Chill worked at Doolittle. Yeah, Doolittle is like the basketball mecca in Vegas, right?
It's the mecca of basketball in Vegas.
And niggas just fucked with him because he from around the way. He's just, like I said, I think it was the coolest nigga in the world at the time. Right. And so niggas grabbed it. That's how we was able to build our team, build up the buzz, and niggas really came out and fucked with us. Yeah. And unfortunately, of course, niggas' egos get in the way, and that shit didn't go the way that we should have. Yeah. I felt like if we would have just been able to keep cooler heads about it, that could have been something. Right. But we split off, and it was this chick that worked at 97.5. Her name was Supreme. She called herself Supreme. She was a
I know Supreme, yeah.
I think I had bought some radio spots from her and shit, and kicked it with her a little bit. And she used to be like, well, TruMac, you're the brains. Like you ain't got to worry about, fuck them. If they did this to you, forget. She ain't cut. She'd be like, forget them, TruMac. Yeah. Like, you can't worry about them. You got to do it. Like, I'm sure that you can write a rap. Yeah. I'm sure that you can write a rap. Like, and I'll be your manager. Like, don't worry about it. You're going to do this. And she swole a nigga head all the way up. So that's how I decided to say, I'm going to do this rap shit. And it was really more, it was egotistical as fuck, because it was like, I got to be able to go show the niggas what they missed out on for us splitting up. Like, nigga, the way the shit fell out, I kind of felt like it was, it was really like some finger pointing shit that, it was hella gay, my nigga. Yeah, just I forgive niggas, and I've forgiven niggas and shake hands since then. Yeah, but at that time it was like, I'm gonna show you niggas like that I can be Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, all in one nigga. Yeah, right. So that's how I came with Immaculate Productions. Yeah, that's
I was crazy, man.
Sitting at the crib one day and I was like, what am I gonna call it? it gotta be something that's gonna let me show that God is with me, and it's gonna be something that's like flawless, immaculate. Ah, shit, Immaculate Productions.
Yeah.
Boom. And I just wrote the IP. I've always felt like I've had decent handwriting.
Yeah.
So I just flipped the I in cursive, sent it to Jay Nasty, and nigga, make this a logo.
Yeah.
And he took the I, took a piece of the I and made it a P. Immaculate Productions.
It's clean, man. That's one of the cleanest like logos in Vegas.
Yeah, appreciate you.
To this day.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, simplicity. Yeah. You know, and recognizable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Man, speaking of Jay-Z, were you part of that whole thing where Jay-Z came out here for the 100th?
Man, that's crazy you say that shit.
Were you part of that? Because
yeah.
I know Dre, Dre's told me the story about that. But since you saying that you and Dre used to fuck with each other in high school.
Yeah. Nigga, so we was on the Martin Luther King committee.
Yeah.
So that was just like it was like it wasn't an affiliate of the Kappa League, but most Kappa League niggas our age, we joined the Martin Luther King committee. Some of the girls that there was our homegirls that went to the Las Vegas Academy.
Right.
They was a part of the committee. We used to kick it at the Academy all the time because they had all the fly girls in the city.
Yeah.
And they told us about them being on a committee. So we just pull up one day. I'm a sidebar real quick because we used to meet in this building on the Westside in the projects called Marble Manor. Mm-hmm. And that's where we met every day that was like our center. Yeah. And today I'm the asset manager for the housing authority, and my office is in that same building.
Damn, dude, what a full circle.
that shit's so crazy to me.
That's like, wild, bro.
Because I tell them all the time, like, damn, I walked in this motherfucker and I'm like, I ain't been here in like 25 years. Like,
that's crazy.
This was my spot. Like, I was here every fucking day. But so we go to the Martin Luther King committee. Our advisor, her name was Vanessa Williams. She been in the community. Her mom been in the community working. She was like the president of the Martin Luther King adult committee. She was our advisor of the youth committee. And she just always had the plug somehow. Like, motherfucker, they knew what she was doing, knew what she was about. Yeah. And they messed with her. So they somehow somebody she knew was doing a promotion and said that they wanted to bring Jay-Z to town. Now, mind you, most niggas in Vegas didn't even know who Jay-Z was. Yeah. We knew who he was because Dre was like, this is going to be the man. Like, I promise you, it ain't a nigga in Vegas that knew Hov was going to be Hov before Dre did. Yeah. Like, he bought the nigga, that when niggas say your single was 99 cents and mine's was $4. Yeah. Dre bought that $4, that $4 single. Yeah, damn. And he knew it. So when he came to Vegas, it was a spot on the West Side called Mikey's West. Mm-hmm. And like most hip hop industry niggas came through and went to Mikey's West when they came to town. Yeah. So we put together a show on last minute type shit. Like, it's a fucking Monday and we're saying Wednesday we doing a concert with this nigga Jay-Z at the 100. 2 days? Right. So we put the word out as much as we could. We get on the radio, putting the word out, and we go to Mikey's West. Yeah. He come through. We fucking with Dre like, oh, this is your #1 fan right here. Yeah. We didn't have no idea he was finna be who he is today. Right. But we like young, stupid, clowning. Right. This your #1 fan right here. This your #1 fan. They rented us limos to go to the show. We go to the show. Down at the Huntress, it's like only us there. It's like 30 of us there, right? And now the saddest thing about it is a nigga mom's got called in to work and she beeped me, and I call her back. She like, I gotta go to work. You gotta come home and babysit. I missed the whole fucking show. You missed the show? I missed the show. I was at the 100, nigga, had to leave the 100 to go home and babysit, and these niggas got to rock with Hov. Damn. And so for everybody listening, we're talking about 1996 Reasonable Doubt Hov. Like, yes. I don't even think he dropped the album yet, or he just did. The single was out. The album wasn't out. This is before the album. Before the album. That's wild, man. And the nigga Dre knew what was happening back then. Yeah. Yeah, that nigga's always been in tune with this rap shit. That nigga is actually who got me to listen to rap at a different level. Like,
Right.
This nigga sold me 2Pacalypse Now. We had algebra together freshman year. He had two of them. He had 2 cassettes.
Damn.
He sold me one of them for $5.
Yeah.
And this nigga knew, like, his favorite rapper back then was Razzcast.
Okay.
And Razzcast was super lyrical.
Yeah, he's that's all it is.
And
Lyricist,
he put
man.
me up on Razzcast on the Street Fighter soundtrack. He had a song with Ahmad, Razzcast, and Saphir, and that's what changed my mind about rap.
That's so wild, man.
Yeah.
To bring Jay-Z out here at the Huntridge for
The
Huntridge
Come
is
on.
a legendary venue. It's still up, but hasn't been used for like 20 years.
And
That might have been.
These motherfuckers keep talking about they're gonna renovate it, and it'll never happen.
It never happened.
But that's where all the Steph shows was too. Nigga.
Yeah.
I didn't have my glory days of that motherfucker myself.
Damn, dude. That is crazy, man. Because like same shit, and I'm gonna keep saying this because it's wild because I never really knew that story until I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
But when I left IP and started my own shit, that's when Flow Deep started.
Yes.
And I did the same thing. I had my team on agreements, and I had producers, I had rappers.
Yeah.
We had, we did the same thing. We printed out flyers, posters, put it everywhere. And I guess our hove at the Huntridge was Kendrick Lamar
at the downtown.
Yeah, at some karaoke spot.
No shit.
Yeah, on DI and Jones.
Oh, okay.
By I don't even know what the name of the spot is. It's like KGB or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a Korean karaoke spot.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was before it was right after he dropped Section 80.
Yeah.
And right before he got signed to Aftermath.
Yeah.
And dropped Good Kid, Mad City.
That's dope.
Yeah, we sold like 200 tickets, but the venue couldn't fit that many people.
No shit.
Because my guy who set it up didn't really look at that part. So we turned away like a lot of people.
Wow.
Which was fucked up.
That's crazy, my nigga.
And it was a very bad run show because things happened late. He went on like 2 hours late and he wouldn't come in until we paid him his other half. We didn't have it because we got a venue that didn't fit that many people, so we couldn't
come up with it.
Yeah,
so couldn't sell it the tickets.
So what happened was we were like, all right, there was a lot of rappers at the time, and a lot of rappers were pimping at the time, so they just had money.
Yeah.
So we were calling them like, hey, you want to get on open for the show?
Charge them a couple dollars.
A rack.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, easy.
Nothing.
Hand us a rack.
Yes, sir.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. So we
right.
did that twice. And then I went out to the van. It was J-Rock's tour van at the time. So Kendrick wasn't even on yet like that.
J-Rock was supposed to be first.
He was supposed to be first.
Yeah. And
Kendrick's just like leaning out the front seat window, looking like, man, I'm wasting my time. And I was like, fuck, man, this is wild because I'm a fan. So I was like, yo, here you go. 2 racks. I gave it to Top Dog or Dave Free. Give it to Dave Free.
Yeah.
And then they all walked in.
2 racks.
Yeah. But then before they walked in, after I gave them the money, Dave Free is like, we need 2 bottles of Hennessy. You guys got Hennessy? Ain't no Hennessy at a Korean.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, so then I had to get Jay Spence to run to the liquor store, get 2 bottles of Hennessy. We had to sneak it in. And then he finally came in, and then he's like, before I walk in, I want my whole family to come in. His whole family lives here.
No shit.
Yeah, like half his family lives here. His aunties, uncles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because Keem, his cousin, is from Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So we had to let like 20 of his family members here. They ain't never seen him perform.
Taking up occupancy in the motherfucker.
So I don't know how we did this. We just said all these Korean like managers look at us crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But we finally got him on stage, and I didn't even watch the show. I was so stressed out.
Just as bad as me. At least you didn't get called home.
Nah, I didn't get called home. I watched one song. Got a clip. I got a picture of him performing.
That's crazy.
And me and Jay Spence went into one of the private karaoke rooms, and we just
chilled. Yeah, nigga, let that shit go. Had to breathe for a minute.
Let it go, man, because it was stressful, dog.
I believe it.
Stressful. A lot of people wanted their money back.
Hell yeah.
And was looking at us like, bro. So that's crazy, man, because it's kind of like the just different
parallel.
eras. Yeah.
It's parallel. That's dope.
That's wild, man. Dude, I feel like we just went through the whole life, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
I want to get into this segment. It's called Choose One or Shoot One.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen the podcast Drink Champs.
Yeah.
So they do the same game, but it's called Quick Time with Slime.
Okay.
And basically, I give you two names.
Yep.
And we're gonna run through hoops, football, different categories. Okay. And you either choose the person you feel is better, or who you like the most, whatever the case may be. Or if I'm trying to stump you, if you can't select somebody,
take a shot.
You gotta take a shot.
Let's get it.
All right, my man. Let's get it. Before I do that, I'm gonna pour one up real quick because I know we're gonna get into it. How you doing on your drink?
I'm ready. I'm ready for part two. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Let's get it, man.
Give me. Let's go with the Cuervo this time.
Yeah, I got you on the Cuervo.
Yeah, that shit's fire though. I'm King Margarita and shit.
Yeah, I know. When you told me that, I was like, you know what? I had these from the last show. Let me just get another one because I like these. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got two tequila joints, El Padrino,
okay,
and La Gritona. Both of them are reposado, so they're like up there, like mid tier.
I'm gonna go with Padrino.
El Padrino.
Gritona is like a crybaby.
Yeah, it's like the screaming. Yeah.
My wife always telling my baby, "No grites."
How's wifey doing, by the way, man?
Oh, she's doing excellent, bro. Yeah. Just helping, just raising the baby. She worked from home now. Yeah. She with Lil True all day. Doing an excellent job, man. I love her to death. She, when I talk about a rock, nigga, the Bible say, "He who finds a wife finds favor," and I'm highly favored.
Nah, for real, man. Shouts to wifey, man, because she definitely been holding you down for a long time, bro.
Wifey gave me the bag for the first piece of Chronica, nigga.
For real?
Put me in the game.
Damn, that's... Hey, we all got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I'm going to just have this ready.
Might be some stomping going on.
Yeah. All right, the first one. It's the first question I always ask. Allen Iverson or Steph Curry?
AI.
Easy.
Yes,
we ain't got to go into it.
No.
We ain't got to go into it. Shaq, different eras right here. Shaq or Nikola Jokic?
Give me Diesel.
Diesel?
Diesel is the most dominant force ever.
Yeah, class, and he could run the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could run the floor. Kobe or Mike?
Like, my heart is with Kobe. My life is with Mike. So.
Yeah, man. Cheers, brother.
Fire.
Yeah, this El Padrino, man, is really good, man. I actually had this this is Añejo, actually. So it's the top tier, but they have another top tier, the Cristalino.
Yeah.
Which is Añejo, but they put charcoal in it, remove the color. And so it keeps the flavors from all levels of the tequila phase.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's like a
you
vanilla
alcoholic or something, nigga?
Hell yeah. I've been to Mexico quite a few times, and my girl's Mexican.
Seen you fresh back from out there.
Man. I still got the color, man.
Look, I saw you in germ shirts off and shit.
Yeah, man.
Kicking it.
We didn't give a fuck, man. We was out there, bro. All right, LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
I'm go. Give me King James.
King James?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. King James.
I got the King James on right now.
Yeah, I see that. You know what's funny is like the shoes match the sweater.
Yeah.
And then the margarita's almost kind of
blend right in with it.
Matter of fact, man, let's get a fit check real quick, man. So you got the King James joint.
The King James. I got the Immaculate Pieces Icon socks.
Yeah.
I got the multi-logo basketball shorts on. Got all my logos on it.
Yeah.
Our slogan is "In Pursuit of Perfection."
Mm-hmm.
Christ was the only man to walk the earth in full perfect form.
Right.
I feel like if you stay in pursuit of perfection, you'll always be your best self.
Yeah, man. Deep.
So, and then we got the King of Kings chenille embroidery patch with our classic logo on top.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
With the King of Kings crown. Yeah. Couldn't forget that.
And you blessed.
Oh yeah. Always.
You blessed me with these, man.
Had to bring I
got the other ones too. I got these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I add that to the collection, and we got the red ones.
Yeah.
Rock these on the podcast, man.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I always try to represent as much as possible.
Oh, I see you, bro. I appreciate you. Always. I said, man, my nigga doing this thing. I'm gonna have to shoot him some gear.
Always, man. You know I got you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Patty. Because I'm a Raider fan. Fucking Tuck rule is always fuck Tom Brady. I don't give a fuck. And I'm Peyton Manning over Tom Brady all day.
Yeah, okay. You know what? It's crazy is so I made this into a clip just recently. I put it out like a few days ago. And I like to always I always like to put people's stories as clips so people get to know you. They don't really they get engagement, but they don't really get too much. People don't really talk too much.
Right.
But every time I do like a sports reel, people start to talk, right?
Yeah.
Man, this one got people going, man.
Oh, like, Patty Mahomes and
yeah,
Tom Brady?
man. So you got diehard Brady fans.
Yeah.
Diehard that
sure.
won't even see the fact that anyone's gonna come over and take that role.
Yeah.
You know, I agree. I think Tom Brady is the GOAT right now.
No shit.
He's the
Deflategate.
Hold up, man. He's the GOAT in terms of what he's done. Okay. But let me finish. I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes any day.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's the more athletic QB. He's got the arm.
He got the arm.
He can get out the fucking pocket.
Yep.
He could still make a play whenever.
Throw that shit from any angle.
Yeah. All right.
You seen the quarterback shit on Netflix?
Yeah.
I ain't watched it all, but
it's
that
good.
type shit get you more engaged.
I'm put it this way. Before that season started, right?
Yeah.
Lost his best receiver.
Yep.
He went to Miami.
Yes, sir.
Went to Miami. Was injured like half the season.
On that bad ankle.
About to have a kid.
Yeah.
Just got married, so got his wife. In process of doing this.
Bunch of shit going on.
Brother's doing some wild shit.
Brother fucking off.
Everybody's hating on the Chiefs. They had a crazy start, like a poor start, kind of. Won a Super Bowl.
Yes. Fresh off losing it, right? Can't fuck
against Tom Brady.
Come on.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think if he could stay healthy, they keep the right coaches behind him.
Yep.
They make sure they keep the right people with him. He'll be.
We're gonna see what he do this year without Bieniemy though.
Yeah, true.
We'll see. That's gonna be an adjustment. I don't feel like it's gonna affect his game, but and ultimately, you feel like Andy Reid was in charge of the scheme,
right?
But you really don't know. Like Andy Reid get a lot of credit that I feel like outshines or overshadows Bieniemy,
right?
And that's why it was hard for him to get a head coaching job because motherfuckers know that Andy Reid's the offensive guru.
Yeah. So
now we're gonna see if there's any fucking fall off from Bieniemy being gone. But I don't take shit away from Patrick Mahomes.
No, I don't take nothing from Patrick.
I used to be like, he's just like too fucking perfect, right? Like he got the perfect fucking lifestyle. He says the right things, but watching the fucking the little documentary shit to find out that him and his girl been together since they was like in high school, junior high type. They've been friends since junior high. Yeah, together since high school.
Been trying to get at her since then.
Been trying to get at that thing. And like to see his workouts and the work he put in. Right. I believe that he'll probably, if he, like you said, nigga keep having the success he's had, he'll go down as a GOAT.
Yeah, he'll go down as a GOAT for sure, man. Sure. Even if he doesn't get to 7.
Even without 7.
Yeah.
Right, because 7 is about, it is more about Belichick and the business side, the operations of football. Yeah. Than it is about Tom.
Yeah.
The fact that he was able to still he was able to execute the plan gives him a lot of credence. Right. But like I say, I'm a Raider fan to the death. Right. But I feel like as far as a quarterback who could execute and think on his feet and just cerebral, it's Peyton Manning for me.
Okay, got you.
Peyton Manning was calling his own plays before it was cool to call your own plays.
Yeah, no, he was nice, man.
Like Brady was the nemesis because they had the organization. Right. But if a nigga, even with 7 rings, if we had a draft today, I'm taking Peyton over Tom Brady.
And Peyton Manning was the Chiefs killer back in the day. Like the Chiefs, like could have been really great like they are right now, but I feel like he was always just knocking them
off.
Always knocking them down, man. I didn't know you. Well, actually, now I think about it, Yeah, you've been a Raiders fan even before they moved over here.
Boy, since I was born, I came out the womb with a patch on my eye.
Yeah. Man, so what do you think about the whole QB thing, man? As you guys got Jimmy G.
I'm sick about it because I don't fuck with Garoppolo. So when I told you about Booby grew up 5 houses away from a nigga.
Yeah.
Booby was a Lakers fan. So and me and this nigga be in his backyard hooping, and he be screaming that he Magic, and so it was like, fuck the Lakers, nigga. I'm Jordan.
Yeah.
So that's why I was a Bulls fan because I got into Michael Jordan because I had to be his nemesis.
Yeah.
And the nigga Booby was a 49ers fan coming up.
Yeah, man, let's go.
And so I hate the fucking Niners because that's his. I see that bullshit. I hate the fucking Niners because that nigga, they won Super Bowls after the Raiders. The Raiders won, the last Super Bowl we won was 83.
Oh, that's right.
Right? So as we coming up in elementary school and junior high and shit, Steve Young, Joe Montana doing the fucking thing. Yeah. Even Elvis Gerbach had a cool career until he went to the Chiefs and shit. Yeah. So it was always fuck the Niners because of Booby. Yeah. And I ain't never got into because when I recognized that I was a Raider fan, they was in LA. So it wasn't a Bay thing for me. Right. It was just fuck the Niners because that's Booby team. Yeah. And it's like, it's always here I am. Nigga, 36 years later, fuck the Niners because that was Booby team.
Did you go to the game? The Niners-Raiders game?
I didn't go to the Niners-Raiders game. No, last year I saw I saw the Colts and the Raiders. Yeah. And I saw when I was a kid, my pops took me to the LA Coliseum to see the Raiders and the Chargers. So I took him to see the Raiders and the Chargers here in Vegas.
Nice, man.
And we whooped that ass. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all did. Man.
But man, I'm Carr all day though. I'm fuck Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, like Carr fan all day.
Excuse me. Yeah, you know Carr's an ordained minister.
Yeah, he was doing it out here.
He was preaching out here. My partner Rasheen went to the same church as him, and he did this thing last year. He did a men's conference at Thomas and Mack Center, like a men's like praise worship conference. And I took my son, and he came and preached at my church too. And Carr really about that. Yeah. And I just like that. That's my quarterback, regardless. No I'm following a nigga with the Saints. Did you hear about John Gruden helping a nigga out?
Yeah, he's their consultant.
Nigga, he's
over there in the Saints.
Fuck the Raiders on their side. It's really fuck the Raiders.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
And but Raiders play the Saints. Sorry, Carr.
Yeah, you know what
fuck who that nation.
You know the Saints, man, in the NFC, man, I personally think they might make some noise this year.
They should. They
got a pretty solid team, man. Yeah. And now they got a QB.
Got it. And Carr can sling it.
Yeah, they got a QB, man. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. The season starts in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I can't wait.
Matter of fact, we play on Sunday.
Yeah,
preseason.
My boy. Shout out my nigga Adam Plant Jr. Go do your thing, AP. Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, he just got drafted, right?
Yeah, he was undrafted free agent. But
that's right.
But he's a Vegas nigga. Went to high school in Vegas. Went to UNLV. That's my son, best friend. That's my little nephew. Let's go get this shit, AP.
Hey, man. I mean, good luck, but we're taking that.
Take them niggas down.
All right, prime Mayweather or prime Pacquiao?
I gotta go money. Quick story about money. Yeah. When I told you how my partner Cool, he was doing the rap thing with us. Cool. Shout out my nigga Head Mac. Head Mac is one of Mayweather's close friends, and that's my dog. Him and Cool went to high school together and shit. And the nigga brought Floyd to the studio one night with us when we was in there fucking around with beats. Cause Floyd used to have a label called Filthy Rich Records.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I ain't never been no real producer. I just fucked around with the beats for a minute. Yeah. But this nigga came to the studio, and ever since that day, he's always like, "Oh, nigga, you make beats. I need you to make beats for my label. Like, come on, dog. Come to the studio and make some beats for us. I'm gonna pay you this. I'm gonna pay you that." And I used to be like, "Nigga, I ain't no producer," but he's like, "Nah, but I'm gonna pay you." And I'm like, "Fuck it, what nigga pay a nigga?" But like, you know, the asshole that niggas think that Floyd is, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say the same thing because I've told the story before. I met him when I was younger, walking into Guitar Center. He was walking out.
Okay.
And I was with my boy Mikey and his pops. They're from New York, so you know they don't care. Like they see somebody, they saying what's up, so they're like, "What up, Floyd?" He sound like Busta Rhymes. His pops, yeah. So like Floyd was just like chopping with us for about 15, 20 minutes, man, just really taking his time. Yeah. So yeah, I feel that, man. Like you know, I wasn't a big fan of Floyd back then, like, you know, because as a Pacquiao fan, I really, you know, I gotta go for my guy, man. I really wanted him to win that 100%. Fight. So, and you know, I'm running with the narrative. You know, he's not fighting people in their prime. That's why I had to say prime, because they, you know, they both weren't really. And when they fought, they weren't. Neither one of them. Yeah, so it was like, you know, they really just cashed in. They just cashed in, man. So like, you know, it was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it's like, what can you do? You know, and then Pacquiao had this little excuse with the arm and shit. I'm like, man. But Floyd in his prime would knock a nigga out. True, yeah. And his prime Floyd had hands. Yeah. Like, it was more than just defense. Yeah. I seen what he did to, what's his name? What's his name? He beat his fucking brains. Which one? Ricky Haddon or Diego Corrales? Damn, both of them, yeah. Diego Corrales, he dropped that nigga 6 times. Yeah. No, the other dude, he never went down. Oh, man, why can't I think of his name right now? I think his wife killed him. I think his wife murdered him. Why can't I think of this dude's name? Oh man, what's his name? Arturo Gotti. He beat the fucking. He beat the fuck out of Arturo, bro. Arturo used to have a problem that he bled all the time anyway. Yeah, 100%. Well, Floyd. But no, that was more than that. That's when I became a fan of Floyd. Yeah, and it slowly drifted away and shit. Yeah. You know, but like, no, but I've been in a nigga crib before with the nigga head. The nigga head had a nigga off that Henny. Yeah, that's when Jay Prince was fucking with him. Was his agent or promoter? Yeah, the niggas had the illest game of a fucking table tennis, ping pong. Them niggas had the illest game of table tennis. I'm sitting in that motherfucker like just loaded though, nigga. After a minute, I started rocking back and forth. Say, man, let me get the fuck up out of here, dog. It's too much going on here. I feel you, man. So you went with money, right? I went with money. Tyson or George Foreman? I don't think, the next couple fights ain't never happened yet. Nah, so it's easy for me to say Iron Mike because when we was on the Martin Luther King committee, he was like one of our sponsors. Okay. That's when he first got out of prison. The nigga we used to get out of school to go to nigga press conferences at the MGM. They used to let us get a pass to leave school to go to his press conferences. He donated us $50,000. Nigga pull up, that's the first Bentley I ever seen in my life up close. Nigga had a mint green Bentley, cold as a motherfucker. Had a fucking sapphire blue Dodge Viper with the white stripe. Pulling up on us in Range Rover. He would try to outrun his team to meet us at our community center to get away from the nigga. So it's Iron Mike all day. I love that nigga. Yeah, he's my favorite fighter of all time. All time. It's Mike, then it's Trinidad for me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I see you, dog. All right. This fight's never happened, but let's say they met at weight to fight. Tank Davis or Bud Crawford. Damn. Bud just beat the brakes off my dog. Bro, that shit was embarrassing. So it's hard, but that nigga Tank, that left cold, hand man. On Tank. Yeah, he's cold, man. We're going to have to take a shot for that one. Yeah, let's do it, man. Yeah. I want to see that fight. I know they're not in the same class, but. Yeah, buddy. It's almost unfair for Bud after that fight. Niggas didn't want to fight Bud before. They damn sure don't want to fight that nigga now. So you know me, I always just go for the underdog. I thought it was gonna be a closer fight. Well, I had Spence. I went for Spence too. I had Spence, but when I talk about nigga a shocker, and I got. It looked like Spence was like. It looked like he didn't even train for that. He wasn't there, bro. That's what I mean. Unless Bud was just that fucking dominant. I got a partner that's Team Bud all day. Yeah. Yeah, Bud was looking nice, bro. Bud was looking unbeatable. He looked ready for that shit. I respect the fact. Did you see the press conference before the fight? No, I didn't see it. So the press conference before the fight, like, you know, motherfuckers go act like they real enemies when it come to boxing and shit because they're trying to sell the fight. Yeah. I appreciate the fact that these two niggas didn't do that. Yeah, I heard that it was pretty like chill. It was chill. A lot of respect from both sides. Yeah, even at the pregame, the pre-fight conference, Bud was just like, you know, they say that like niggas can't black people can't get together
and have an event like this without the nonsense and the ignorance. So I'm just, I'm trying to say for my family and for Bud and for Spence family, let's show these motherfuckers that we can really do this shit without the negativity, without the ignorance. And then niggas got in the crowd and got to wolfing that shit, and he was like, "Shut your bitch ass up."
He said that.
Hey, you sound like a female out there, nigga. You bitch ass nigga. And I'm like,
that's different.
That turned real fast, my nigga.
That's different.
Yeah, and then even after the fight, the appreciation he showed, because he was like, ain't nobody want to fight Bud on that fucking level. And he just really told the nigga, like, nigga, if you wouldn't have made this happen, wasn't nobody gonna do this shit.
Right.
So I felt that was super cool. It was like solid of that nigga. I used to tell my son coming up when he got into high school, nigga, if you ain't nothing else in this world, my nigga, be solid.
Yeah, 100%, man.
And that shit right there, solid as fuck.
Yeah, because honestly, if you carry that type of mentality, bro, you'll reach a lot of lives, and your legacy will just be that, man.
Yes, sir.
And you know,
that's why I used to tell him. I said, nigga, you want niggas' parents to say, that nigga Isaac is solid, like. Nigga, fuck everything else, nigga. If a nigga can say you solid, my nigga, can't nobody say nothing else about you.
I'll tell you this, man. I was at a pumpkin patch a few years ago with Goose, and his son was just born. Yeah. Like his son.
Shout out Goose, my nigga.
Yeah, shout out Goose, man. That's my boy. And
B6, that's one of the, now you Block say 16. My shit is like, that's one of my favorite logos ever right there, my nigga.
Hey, man, this is a Vegas staple right here,
that
man.
Shit, and when you gave me the history behind it, like, nigga, I'm from Vegas, and I didn't know that, right? Yeah. That shit's cold.
Yeah, he took it all the way back,
that
man,
shit's hard.
To the mob, man, But I was at this pumpkin patch, and Isaac came up to me.
No
I didn't even see him. Yeah, he just came up to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was like, yo. And then I was like, well, what's up, man? She's like, what you doing? I was like, where's the family at? So, it's just me and my girl, man. And I was like, okay. Like, he just graduated high school up there. And I was like, I see you, dog. Yeah,
pimp dog.
But that right there is like, most people see and they just don't want to like say nothing.
Yeah.
But that's just like, he probably learned that from you. Just,
For sure.
That's, to me,
especially if it's your people.
Yeah, man. Say what's up.
No question. Most definitely. I always break bread.
Like, I didn't even see him. Like, he like tapped my shoulder and and said what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
My nigga.
Shouts to Isaac, man.
Yeah, shout out Pimp Dizzle.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to music right now. This is a little bit before my time, but I want to see where you're going with it. DJ Quik or MC8?
Quik.
Quik?
Quik is like, no disrespect to Eiht.
Yeah.
But EH, what do you say? EIHT. May I continue. You left out the G because the G ain't in you.
That's all you gotta say.
God,
that's all you gotta say.
Damn, Quik.
That's all you gotta say, man. That's all you gotta say, man. Because that was a crazy, like, people talk about rap beef.
Yes.
This shit was beyond rap beef. Because, like, Quik was a blood, right?
Yep.
And MCA was a crip.
And they were really tripping.
Like, that shit could have set off a lot of fucking violence.
And they kept it music.
Yeah, they kept the music, man. That shit was like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just recently said.
Yeah, like 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I think it was. Maybe 10. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That shit's crazy, bro. And it was like Quik versus everybody, though.
Yes.
Compton's Most Wanted. He was going to NWA.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I fuck with DJ Quik.
All day. And Quik to be, such a gangster nigga.
Yeah.
He's so musical.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he really about that music shit. Like I feel like Dre gets so much publicity because, like, the NWA shit, he Death Row split off when it got on his own. But Quik is, like, at that same level.
He's at the same level, man.
Sonically,
yeah,
I think Quik is a legend.
Yeah, this beef on a hip hop scale didn't even reach that same type of media as like Pac and Big, man. But it was just as wild.
Just as wild.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. I go with DJ Quik too, man. I actually opened up for DJ Quik.
No shit.
At the Brooklyn Bowl.
Hell yeah.
And I was so nervous because I'm like, damn, man, it's gonna be a lot of OGs in this spot.
Yeah.
A lot, and it was a sold out show.
Right.
A lot of OGs.
Yeah.
They was fucking with your boy.
Yeah, absolutely. How could they not?
They was fucking with your boy.
How could they not?
And then I remember I finished and I was like, what a great time. And we went to because Brooklyn Bowl always took care of your boy, man. So like they had me and Final at the top. I think it was Final with me that night. And they had they got the second level.
Yep.
And we watched DJ Quik show from up there, man.
Hella dope.
Man, that shit was dope, man. That was a great time,
for sure.
Keeping on the West Coast, E40 or Mac Dre?
E40.
E40?
I opened up for E40 in my first performance in Montana.
Oh, for real? In Montana?
Yes, sir. 40 Water. And he was super cool. Nigga came back to the hotel, sprinkled a nigga with a little bit of that game and shit. Yeah, I'm fucking with 40 Water. Yeah.
That's a hard one for me, man. I'm gonna take a shot just cause I can't. I grew up listening to both, and I was a big fan. So one of my best friends growing up, Keone, shouts to Oni. He's from the Bay. He was a big diehard Mac Dre fan.
Yeah,
and he put me on to Mac Dre, and this is when the Bay kind of like took took over the country.
Yeah,
and
they had the whole world hyphy.
They had the whole world hyphy, and it got to the point where I was like, "Fuck it, I'm from the Bay too." It's like, I'm joining this movement.
Yeah,
man.
nah, for real.
But like, shouts to Mac Dre, man, because
I'm gonna take a shot with you.
Let's get it. Because R.I.P. too, man. Because
man. And I'm gonna say R.I.P. to my partner SG. SG was a Vegas nigga that was real about that super hyphy life, nigga.
Yeah.
SG would break down and hit the hyphy dance on a motherfucker out the blue. I remember we was in our spot one time and this nigga hit the hyphy dance and hit the ground and nigga dropped the motherfucker who's under, he dropped a ceiling light.
Yeah. Yo, you had him on your album, right? Like you had the ice piece.
I had the ice piece in the back of it, at his funeral. Yep. Yeah, man. Yep. Rest in peace. This shot for you, SG.
Yeah,
got it.
This for you. You don't even need to chase it for this.
Nah, that shit's smooth.
El Padrino, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Biggie or Big L?
Let's
go.
and no disrespect to the notorious one, but that nigga Big L had some. He was just different, my nigga.
Yeah, he was, man.
He was so different.
The thing about this is hard for me, but I'm a Big L fan. Fuck, man. I'm drinking to it. I can't even explain what I'm about to say, man.
That nigga L, dog.
He's the reason why. He's the reason why I even know how. I feel like I can go to New York and like I could be a New Yorker because of Big L.
Yeah.
Cause like he just like every song he had, he was just spitting game on life in Harlem, how it is, and I listened to his music so heavy, bro.
Yeah,
like his albums I think one or two, two albums he
had.
Two albums, and I just feel like every time I go to New York, I go to Harlem.
That's what's up.
I go to Harlem.
I got to pay homage.
Yeah, and I just walk the streets. I go to Lenox.
Yeah,
and I live in the culture,
that
bro.
That nigga L, my nigga. Rest in peace to Big L.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Notorious. Man, yes, sir.
All right. Nas or Tupac?
Pac, easy. Pac's the greatest. And like Pac wasn't even the greatest like punchline metaphorical ass rapper, but like as far as his impact, like what he really stood for outside of the shit you saw in the media, like there will never be anything that comes close to that.
I agree, man.
Like you seen the documentary Dear Mama?
Not yet. I want to.
Oh my nigga!
I know. I'm fucking up.
I'm
fucking up, man.
Oh my god! And I waited because I'm like, I'm such a Pac fan. Like I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah,
like
I heard it was real good,
my
man.
Nigga. And have you seen the Until the End of Time documentary?
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah.
So like, it's clips from that shit that's in this documentary. Right. Like when he went to the there was like a meeting that they had a convention or some shit, like trying to talk about how to bring black people up, and he had the little Scully on overalls, and he was really was like no cousin, and he really just going off.
That's on YouTube. I seen that video on YouTube.
That shit right, like that's who the nigga really was. Yeah. And when you have that in you, it ain't a rapper alive that can fuck with you because he really felt that shit.
Yeah,
the nigga was like loyal to a fault.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what took the nigga, and that's what made him act rambunctious and do the bullshit and the ignorant shit. Because I gotta be loyal to these niggas because that's the code.
Yeah.
It ain't no niggas like that.
Yeah. Definitely not anymore.
Like it's Pac, and then give me anybody. Like then you can start your list.
Yeah.
Like because he's in a different stratosphere. Like I feel like I say Hov is the greatest because he's done this rap shit better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Not as far as just on the mic, but the lifestyle, the business of a rapper.
Yeah.
He's done it better than anybody.
Yeah.
Right. But I can't say that Hov is better than Nas.
I fuck with you, dog.
I can't say that.
I fuck with you. Nas is my favorite
You know
rapper.
what I'm saying? Because like, especially now, this nigga's like, I put it on Facebook the other day. Nigga, Nas is like Benjamin Buttons right now.
Yeah, he's going back in time.
Oh,
He's working with Hit Boy.
Boy, this nigga Hit Boy
Yeah.
brought this shit out this nigga. and if we just go Ether still, I mean, if we go Blueprint Stillmatic, my nigga, it's like that puts that shit to bed right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's gonna be a lot of people. I might make this a clip. There's gonna be a lot of people. Yeah, this is gonna get people talking right here.
Yeah, no,
baby.
it was a post on Facebook saying like for Stillmatic or love for Blueprint or some shit. My nigga, Blueprint was dope.
Yeah.
I tell niggas, I told my partner the other day, I used to think Hov was in the Illuminati because that shit dropped on 9/11.
9/11, it did.
And I got this fucking album at midnight, right? And listened to that shit over and over and over. I didn't even know the towers dropped because I was so focused on the album. I said,
Damn, you got it at midnight?
This nigga, because Odyssey used to be open on the strip.
Oh, I didn't know that.
24 hours. So I went to Odyssey at midnight and got the Blueprint.
Oh shit, I was young. I was a freshman in high school.
So, and I'm saying, this nigga done dropped the album. They told the nigga, we finna take down the towers, drop the album so niggas won't know what's going on. I dropped my chick off at work. Her boss come out like, a plane ran into the World Trade Center. And I'm like, girls. What you talking about?
Yeah. Bro, that's a good album though, man. Blueprint's my favorite Jay-Z album.
But that's Stillmatic, my nigga. And it ain't even the songs that niggas talk about that I feel like make that album. It's I think it's track 13, What Goes Around. Yeah. It's all poison. Yeah. Ecstasy, drugs, you say it's love, it is poison.
Yeah.
It ain't, and I feel like Hov done changed it up and has learned how to be more socially conscious with his music, but he ain't made shit that can fuck with that.
Okay, this is crazy. So the whole day for because I was waiting for Blueprint.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know that was at the height of their beef. Yes. Right. But I was waiting for Blueprint because I'm a fan of both. Yes. But I'm more of a fan of Nas. I feel like I relate more to Nas, like you said, like the socially conscious shit, and it's just more my speed, that underdog rap.
You can take the hat off.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna keep it. Actually, hold up. Put this back.
Hey, I was gonna tell you when I walked in, nigga, that shit is official, my nigga.
Shout out to my boy Noel. I had him on last week. He made this hat, but I'm gonna put this right on top of it.
He do the hats and shit.
Yeah, he's one that does the hats.
Yeah, that shit. He hard.
Yeah, he hit
that
this.
Shit's hard.
This right here has it drops deep as it does in my breath. I never sleep.
Cause sleep is the cousin of death. He hit that shit out the park, my nigga.
Queensbridge.
Yes, sir.
Instead of the Mets, says Nas 94 when he dropped Illmatic.
Yes.
And he has Queensbridge in the back.
Braveheart to the graveyard.
Bro.
He hit that. My nigga, you hit that shit out the park, buddy. Yeah.
Actually, when I go back to New York, I got to go to Queens. I haven't been to Queens yet.
Got to go to Queens.
I've never been to Queens.
I ain't been to New York, nigga. I'm hoping my bucket list trip is the U.S. Open in New York.
When is that?
It's every September. My birthday, September the 10th. I'm trying to I'm trying to scheme right now. Yeah. Because it ain't gonna happen for another 4 years at least.
Let me know.
The US Open championship game is on my birthday this year.
This year?
This year.
Oh, I won't be able to do it.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm trying to scheme.
If you go, I'll go with you. But
I got a couple deals in escrow. The motherfuckers hit before.
Yo, we might have to do it.
Think I'm out there.
No, I'm gonna tell the story. So the towers hit, right?
Yeah.
And the whole day we schooled, that's all we were talking about. But the whole time in my mind, I'm like, I need this fucking Jay-Z album.
Yeah.
I need this Jay-Z album. So I remember when I got out of school, I had my dad take me to the mall. I couldn't even drive yet. I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
And I got the Blueprint, and I listened to that every day.
Yes.
I listened to that every day. I listened to Stillmatic every day. On the way to church, on the way to practice.
Yeah.
At the game for a whole year. That's the two albums I was listening to.
I couldn't get off them shits.
Yeah. Great, man.
When he went it when I heard I know you missing Lyles I said, what is this nigga doing? Like, are you serious, nigga?
Dog, man.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe he went there.
Yeah, and then he had Super Ugly.
Super Ugly. Oh,
you remember that?
Yes. Yes. But I remember when Nas had is he H to the Izzo, O to the Izzo, for Sizzle, my nigga, the rapping version of Cisco. I say these niggas is really tripping.
Yeah, bro. So one of my really good friends, man, in high school, he had just moved here from New York. So his brother was still going back and forth. He's a lot older. So he was tossing us mixtapes, and we had all these diss records before anybody else had them shit. Anybody had them.
You had to have that New York plug to get that shit.
The only way to do it.
Back then.
This was the only way to do it.
Pre-internet.
Or you had to download it on LimeWire, and it was shitty quality.
And not only that, nigga, that shit fucked off your computer.
Yeah, it fucked off your computer. You had some, or you download it, and it's like some crazy shit.
Yes, and it ain't what you thought.
Ain't what you thought, man. Yo, shouts to that. 2001 was a fire year.
Yes, sir, it was.
Even though 9/11 happened, but it was, as far as hip-hop,
nigga,
it was
one
just,
for the ages.
Yeah, bro. Just cats was just battling left and right, bro. And 50 Cent was coming out too.
Yes.
Man. All right, here we go. The Lox or Dipset? I know you seen Verses, but I don't want to base it off that. Base it off because that's just performance.
Yeah, that fuck. I probably got to shoot to that one.
Hey, let's get it, man.
Because Dipset was a movement.
Yeah, they were.
Like that.
Beatmakers. Oh, man.
My nigga.
Jewels, Cameron, Jen.
And to be honest, I ain't never really been the biggest Jewels fan, but just the movement itself, like, you couldn't deny it. You couldn't deny the Dipset movement.
But even the Lox had bangers, bro. Like,
oh, my nigga.
So before the battle, I'm not going to lie, I was going for Dipset.
Were you?
I was going for Dipset before the battle.
I didn't think that they could compete because even with the shiny suit theory and all that shit,
yeah,
like that the bitches from Eastwick on a Lox first album, I knock that shit to this day. When the Lox left Bad Boy and got to roll with Rough Riders,
nigga,
we had like a celebration at the crib, me and the homies.
Oh, for real?
Oh, nigga, we were so ready for that album because we was just like, these niggas,
it's that street. They gonna bring them.
Finally come be themselves.
Yeah, they be themselves,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, obviously I knew that the Lox had bangers, but I didn't really know compared to Dipset until the Versus battle. Because every song they played, I was like, oh my God, I forgot.
That should take you back.
Yeah, I was like, I fucking forgot.
And then that nigga Kiss just went fucking nuts on them niggas.
Yeah, no, like they just played instrumentals.
Nigga, and went crazy.
Yeah.
That I remember when the shit dropped, we was anticipating that shit so much, nigga, that when they dropped that Wild Out, that was their first single off the shit. That shit felt like liberation.
Yeah, it did, man.
It felt like niggas done got free. Niggas can really go out here and rap. It was a gutter, dirty ass video.
Man, oh man, the Lox. Yeah, man.
But nigga, at the same time, that Dipset album, that double disc.
Yeah, the Diplomatic Community.
My nigga, the nigga Cam. So Cam, when Cam came out initially, he ain't the Cam that niggas know today.
Right.
And back then, Jimmy couldn't rap. Like, they tell the story that Mace taught Jimmy how to rap, how to compose a 16-bar verse. And Jimmy was trash, but and Cam could rap. Yeah, he can. Right? Like, he wasn't this super flossy, I'm in like pink fur Cam. He was really like a gutter ass rapper. Yeah. And so I've always been a fan of the nigga Cam. When I got a playlist for the gym, and I went. You remember the Violator album?
Who did
Chris Lighty shit?
Nah, I ain't.
So there's a compilation that came out like I want to say 99, nigga.
This is my first time hearing about it.
Chris
Chris
Lighty. It was because Violator. That was the name of his management company. So he had just a bunch of niggas who he managed do a compilation.
Oh shit, I ain't know
Cam
that.
got a joint on that motherfucker so hard. It's on my playlist. It's on my gym playlist. Cam was, and then he got another joint on his album, Sex, Drugs, and Entertainment. That's just like gutter ass Cameron before he was Superfly Cameron.
Yeah.
And even Superfly Cameron hit you with shit that like is that's still like lyrical punchline shit that you be like, but it's like it's too easy for this nigga.
Yeah.
Like he play with it.
Yeah.
I feel like rap is way too easy for a nigga like Papoose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's unfair how easy rap is to Papoose.
Yeah, 100%.
It's almost that way with Cam that he toys with rap.
Right.
Like his punchlines are more humorous than they are like hard hitting.
Yeah.
Because he's really, really fucking good at rap.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about Cam, bro? Is like he don't need a lot of words to send the message.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he don't need a lot of words to send the message, man.
You listen to Ransom?
Yeah, Ransom is dope.
That nigga Ransom, he say some shit like I can't remember. It was a line about being a man of few words. Oh, a man of few words, never been one to shoot the breeze. But that's Cam in rap.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Cam ain't got to put 16 syllable fucking verse together, line together. He can say 4 syllables, and you like motherfucker.
You know what's crazy about Ransom, bro? I feel like I hear him more on features than his own shit.
Yeah.
But I know he just dropped the album, which was dope.
Crazy.
It was either this year, I think it was last year. But Ransom, every time I hear him on a record, or his own shit, it's like my ears automatically just, even if I'm talking to somebody,
perk up.
I'm just like, I'm hearing him off
that
top.
Nigga Ransom got bars, bro.
Like when you say, like when rappers say I go bar for bar, no. Ransom goes bar for bar. Like he goes bar inside the bar.
He don't waste words.
He don't.
He does not waste a fucking word.
Not even the.
No.
Not even the, bro.
No. And I like, so I ain't trying to compare myself to Ransom, because Ransom was like,
I think I knew you about to say
far above fucking rapper than I was. But like when we used to do this rap shit, I was listening to my album on the way over here. I didn't start one verse
with the
or I.
You know
wouldn't do
crazy?
it.
You know what's crazy? You know what's fucking crazy? You know what's fucking crazy, dog? Do you know what's fucking crazy? Do you know what's fucking crazy? You told me that shit a long time ago.
Yes.
To this day.
Yes.
I never, ever started a bar or a verse with the or I.
That's crazy, nigga.
Crazy, dog.
That's crazy. That's fucking wild. Me and the nigga, because like when I first started rapping, I wasn't like a great rapper. Like I was more like a nigga trying to be, I was still like super fly. I'm this pretty ass nigga that can knock your bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with the metaphors and the similes, and I can do this shit, right? So like I was saying, the nigga Scotty made a nigga feel like I got, because he will do a verse with a nigga. And I'm like, I can't let this nigga shit on me on my own track.
It's
right?
always like that.
Like, nah, but,
always like that.
And I respected the nigga so much. Me and the nigga Rasheen, this is when I was hustling. So studio time wasn't shit. I met this white boy, Justin Willman. He worked at One Vibe Studios. Yeah. I always wanted him to be my engineer. Me and I would go to a hip hop site.
Yeah.
Buy an instrumental vinyl, couple instrumentals. I take to the studio, have them rip the motherfuckers, bring them in. And I tell Shane, nigga, to get better at rap, we used to do some shit that's called rap till you sweat. Because Cannabis said that shit in the line, in a song, like rap till you sweat. So I would say, nigga, all right, we finna put this instrumental on, nigga. You got 30 minutes to write your verse. And after you write your verse, you got 15 minutes to record it.
Damn, dog.
And that
lyrical exercise.
Exactly. Exactly.
Lyrical
That's
exercise.
exactly what that shit was, my nigga. And that's what made me a better rapper.
Yo, that's crazy. Speaking of hip hop site, I'm gonna tell you something. Before I don't know if it was before I met you or after I met you. It might have been. It was before I met you. I went to hip hop site and I bought. Shouts to DJ Slim, by the way.
Shout out to Slim, legend.
Shout out to DJ Slim, by the way.
My nigga, Slim Peace, Slim Peace.
Slim. And his son is DJ, bro.
Oh, 7 with the shit. Nigga, 7 is with it.
All right, yo, check this out. I just graduated high school. I moved out my mom's house, right? Moved to my cousin's house. Just me and him. Turned my studio, this is before the other house before the hip hop spot. Yeah. So I went to hip hop site. You couldn't really find like the instrumentals online was like there was 2 of them. It was like some Luda shit or garbage, right?
Yes.
So I went to hip hop site. I got Alchemist. I can't even remember what instrumental tape it was.
The fact that nigga you got something nigga hip hop site been closed 20 years down there at Alchemist. And that nigga boy,
I think it was the Infantry.
That nigga Alchemist been holding it down forever.
Bro, Alchemist and J Dilla's Donuts. I bought them 2 CDs because I went to the instrumental section. And I was like, bro, I gotta get these, right? I bought both of them CDs. I ripped every instrument I fucked with, I ripped every single song from the CD.
Yes.
Loaded it up on Cubase.
Yes.
Made my first mixtape, City Stars, under the Easy Rock moniker.
Easy Rock the City Star. Nigga, you say that shit on Stamped and Sealed.
Yeah.
On the intro.
Yeah,
nigga, yes.
Bro, and I did, I was working at Adidas, and on my lunch break, and after I got off, I was waiting for my girl to pick me up at the time. I went upstairs to that food court at the thing, and I was at the Starbucks, and I'd sit right outside, right by the window, so I could see the strip, and I'd write my verses, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So my first mixtape was Alchemist and J Dilla, bro.
That's super dope, nigga. Yeah. My first mixtapes, nigga, I saw the movie Kill Bill. I'm a movie bum, nigga.
Yeah.
Like I used to have like 500 DVDs when DVDs was the shit.
Yeah.
And Tarantino put out that Kill Bill shit, and I was like so tapped into that shit. I just named my mixtapes Kill Bill mixtape.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
And the shit had nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah.
But I just liked the fucking name.
Yeah.
And the nigga, we recorded that shit over. I think I recorded the first one at one vibe, and then this nigga, shout out, rest in peace, Cool Verge, my nigga. Cool Verge was like my best friend Antone. Rest in peace to Tone. It was his older brother. We was in the Kappa League together. Cool Verge was like one of the first niggas that I knew that was a rapper. Like, I know that nigga, and he raps, and he's serious about it. He's recorded this nigga named Talbot Studio.
Yeah.
And so when I did Volume 2, I went to Talbot Studio and I recorded it there. And the first 2, like my first 3 projects, I was garbage. Right? I remember Scotty told me, like, one of the homies said he heard your shit, and they say they use that shit to break weed down on. And that shit had me on fire, my nigga, because I didn't have delivery.
Yeah.
Like, my shit was always to have punchlines, but I didn't have delivery.
Yeah.
So hustling and having the package completely changed my like way to deliver the lyrics. Like I wanted, like, I still spit the street shit, but it had to have lyrical content. Yeah. Like, I had to be able to still say, like, niggas can say, that nigga got bars. I used to tell niggas back then, once I found it, start rapping with Killer, start rapping with Fresco, really going through them lyrical exercise shit. I tell nigga, bet me 10 bands, my nigga, give me 30 minutes, I'll write any nigga in Vegas. Nigga, who want this? Nigga, bet me, put it up, 10,000.
10,000.
And nobody wanted to take that bet. Not to say that they was like so fearful of a nigga. Maybe they ain't had a
confidence, man.
Maybe they ain't had a 10,000 to bet a nigga. But back then, nigga, run me 10 bands, my nigga, and we can we let your girl choose type shit.
The advantage, you give them all the advantages.
Come on, my nigga, with this shit. I was so serious. My nigga Merz, a nigga was so serious about that shit back then.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, man. Wow. This is taking me back, man.
Yeah.
Damn, rap music. Vegas rap music.
No, we had to do it, my nigga.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Yes,
we still
sir.
going home. We got more.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got more to compare. De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. R.I.P. Trugoy.
Ooh, R.I.P. Trugoy. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Fife.
Fife Dog. Yeah.
Give me the 5-footer. Give me the
Yeah, I'm
5-footer.
Tribe.
Yeah.
I'm with Tribe too.
Yeah.
I'm with Tribe. Wu-Tang or NWA?
Shot. I'm going to see Nas and Wu-Tang in October, nigga. I've had my tickets like 6 months.
Oh man, I forgot about that show.
Yes, sir.
Where's it at?
It's at the Grand Garden, MGM.
It's
It's in
day?
October.
October
I think
what?
it's like October 11th, some shit like that.
Oh, I gotta get my ticket.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, nigga. My wife told me that shit. That's one thing me and wifey do, nigga. We gonna hit some concerts. Nigga, I'm going to see Maxwell tomorrow.
Yo, you know what's for real?
Yes, sir.
He's out here?
Maxwell at the Encore tomorrow.
Oh damn.
Nigga, we on like that. That's our shit. Like, we done spent crazy money. Nigga, I done made money in the streets. I done made money selling real estate. Like, our shit down to try to make memories. We just got our passports last year.
Oh, yeah, you gotta hit.
So
you
now
gotta hit.
we trying to get out.
Gotta hit the world, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hit the world.
My daughter think we rich. Baby, it ain't what you think.
Yeah.
She wanna
budgeted.
She wanna go to Dubai for her graduation.
Damn.
I say,
Shout
out to Ava J.
Yeah, shout out to
So,
Ava.
I told her, Daddy gonna make it happen. You fuck it, like that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
So 2025, y'all see a nigga in Dubai.
right, man.
Without fail, I'm making that shit happen.
Yeah, okay.
But this motherfucker, her birthday next month, she tell me, can we go to Cabo? I said, baby, what you think your daddy do for a living?
Wait, how old is Ava now?
16. She for me 16, nigga.
Yo, hey, I fuck with the vision. I wasn't thinking about this at 16,
Come on.
so I gotta respect it, bro.
And I say, you know, a nigga I don't ever want her to think that her nigga or her husband has to have money, right? But nigga, daddy done made it, so
you gotta have
gotta
money.
come with
You
something.
gotta have money.
Niggas gotta come with something, nigga, because nigga, daddy done made it happen for his baby.
You gotta have money, man. Like I had something to say, but I forgot. So we gonna keep it moving.
Oh no, it's this shit right here, nigga.
Yeah, keep it moving, man. This happened to me last episode, bro. All right, here we go. Young Bucks. People my age.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
You better not say who I think you about to say.
You already know what I'm saying. J. Cole.
J. Cole all day. I'm a dream villain, if that's what they call him.
Okay.
I really. So this is my thing.
Yeah.
K-Dot got the machine behind him, right?
Yeah.
K-Dot, and to this day, K-Dot was Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City,
Pimp
Butterfly, Damn, the Big Steppers.
Yep.
Still ain't got a Dre track on none of his albums.
Yes, he do.
Which one?
Oh wait, no, you're right.
No, and
it's just Blaze featuring Dr. Dre.
He don't have no, and he said it's been by design. It's Dre's idea that he ain't got a Dre track on his album, right? But he got the Interscope machine behind him.
Jimmy Iovine.
This don't take away from none of his lyrical content,
right?
None of his beat selection. Like K-Dot is the fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like as far as an artist, excuse me, and he makes great albums.
Yeah.
I think J. Cole's a better rapper, the better MC.
Okay.
Punchline, metaphor. I'm producing my shit. Fuck the fact that he even produces his own shit, but the punchlines and Cole is a person of the people.
Okay.
Like maybe I'll tell you one thing that I'm probably a little biased. Because when me and my partner, me and my road dog used to make these trips to Vallejo, we used to rent cars and it had satellite radio.
Yeah.
And I've never been an internet rap nigga. Like I couldn't listen to rap on the internet. Yeah. Still to this day. Like I can't just go search for a nigga music and look for it, download and shit like that. Right. So satellite radio, they said I heard the nigga Cole put out the song, Who That?
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the way that nigga put them bars together, my road dog will tell you, he will attest to the fact that I said this when Wayne was the best rapper in the world. Yeah. I say, this nigga will be better than Lil Wayne. This nigga's gonna be the man. Off that one song, I said, this nigga is going to be the man. And he's be like, you can't say that. It's only one song. You can't say that.
Especially Vegas cats. You can't tell Vegas cats that.
Nigga, I can just listen to the way this nigga put these bars together.
Yeah.
Like, what he say? That nigga you been waiting for, shit ain't been seen. What he say? Who that nigga you been waiting for? Shit was all bad just a week ago.
Yeah.
Robert was taking the fucking, I ain't hating no down nigga hot enough to fuck with one of Satan hoes. I say, this nigga here's crazy. Who is this nigga?
So I gotta come clean. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Like, he's like one of my favorite rappers.
My nigga, I lost my voice at the Big Steppers concert.
Yeah, same here. I was turned up, bro. Like, I don't even remember what happened that night. I'm gonna say this though. J. Cole, my first time being introduced to J. Cole's music, was the warm-up.
Okay.
And I listened to that by myself straight through. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That nigga different,
Who is this cat? And at the time, I wasn't really fucking with Kendrick because I couldn't get with his voice.
A lot of niggas say that.
I couldn't get with his voice. So I was sending J. Cole shit to all my homies.
Yeah. And
we was on a J. Cole run. We was pretty much on tour with him. Like, we went to LA to see his shows. We went to Arizona.
Yeah.
Vegas. Anywhere within the vicinity, J. Cole's performing, we went.
Was there.
Yeah. And I agree with you because J. Cole, the way that he strings his raps together, it's almost nostalgic. How he does it.
It sound like that old shit,
yeah,
right?
It does, man. Another type of bar for bar, besides when he does like the corny rap lines, but he still tries to go bar. Like, there's no wasted bar.
No.
Normally, yeah.
No.
So
you saw that? Did you see the freestyle with LA Leakers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, so the nigga went on tour when he did the Forest Hill Drives.
Yeah.
So my son, he went to Gorman and shit. So he was around rich friends and all that shit.
100%.
In high school, his girlfriend, her parents was rich. They had I ain't gonna say they rich, but they made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And we was real cool.
Shit, I got a bag from one of the
saying this is them. This is them,
the same
right?
ones, yeah.
So we was at their office and we found out he was going on tour. So his girl's mom goes into her office and buys tickets to the concert. We tell her, we going to the concert. Nigga, I done bought like $70 tickets on way up and shit. They come back, we got the VIP tickets and we're taking Isaac and your daughter. We got them tickets too to sit with us in the VIP section. I say, okay, that's cool. It's all good, right? So the day of the concert, we go, we take Pim, we take Selena. I called Pops, hey, we here. He come out and get us. I got tickets with some of my other partners in the upper section.
Yeah,
He's like, nah, fuck that. Come down with me. He take me and my wife. We walk down. He get the first nigga $100 here. Hey, take us down to my seats. Get to the section where he's sitting. Yeah. He got the VIP section. Then he sent the nigga, hey, they coming with us. Choose that nigga $200. So, nigga, I am in the very front row for this nigga to perform 2014 Forest Hills.
Damn, and he had the crazy setup for that.
Nigga, we was at we was at it was at the Aladdin, well, not the Aladdin, Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
My nigga, we in the very front row in a VIP section, and who comes in to the section next to us? Nobody but Floyd Money Mayweather.
Oh man,
in a section next to a nigga. Now, shout out my nigga Adam Plant, my son, best friend Adam Plant Jr. His dad used to be Floyd bodyguard.
Oh,
Adam
word.
Plant Sr. He come in and I'm like, big bro, what's really good, nigga? I'm front row, nigga. One of my kids, they used to play on my football team because they had, so the front row was VIP section, but they had the floor, not floor seats, but it was standing room only on the floor right in front of the stage.
Yeah.
One of my kids from my football team see a nigga, he come over, coach, what the fuck? This nigga performs the whole album front to back.
Yeah.
Nigga, a couple months prior to this, when we drive into LA, I'm with my auntie, and I put on Jay-Z. I put on J. Cole. She don't really listen to rap shit.
Yeah.
But I put on Love Yours.
I love that record, man.
And she just like,
I love that record, bro.
Vibing, right? This my auntie. we was raised in the same house because we lived with my grandma while she lived there, right? Mm-hmm. We come back, we get in a car accident, in a 15 passenger van flip over, roll. She passed away in the accident.
Oh, damn.
My nigga. This nigga performed Love Yours with a nigga sitting in front row. I just sat down and cried. Cause she was like nigga, I'm talking about cried like a fucking baby. My wife is like, nigga, what is wrong with you?
Yo, I feel that, and I'm like, bro.
Nigga, this Sheila, I let TT Sheila hear this shit, nigga. Oh my God. I'm in the front row and I am fucking balling, nigga. I can't control it.
Hold up. Who?
My auntie Sheila.
No way.
My nigga. And I was driving. It was raining, nigga. I drove back from LA the whole time. Nigga, we chilling. Like, I was raised in the house with her. So the whole time, and like, so everybody know my wife is Mexican.
Yeah.
If you don't know, like, it's a little different with blacks and Mexicans because we both minorities.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a strange dichotomy because like blacks feel like Mexicans think that they better because they can assimilate in society better. Mexicans feel like all they hear is the negative shit about blacks. So, oh my God, what the fuck? So when I got with her, my family was kind of like, you with a Mexican girl? Like, I don't know, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. But my auntie Sheila was like,
held it down.
Fuck these niggas. Jermaine, that's your girl. Yeah. I love her. Nigga, we had on my baby shower at her house. She helped put the shit together. She loved my wife unconditionally.
Yeah.
Like, that was her nigga. Like, my wife was like, nigga, I fuck with, even when the real estate market crashed and my auntie knew that I was hustling and shit was right, she used to tell my wife, like, you gotta let that nigga go to, nigga, y'all got $10,000 in bills every month.
Yeah.
You gotta let that nigga go do what he gotta do to get that couple dollars. And saved and sanctified. But hey.
Yeah.
If they holding down to the point to where he can go get $8,000 a month from that, you gotta let the nigga go do that. Like, you got to. I'm sorry. Anna was pregnant with Ava. Yeah. And my auntie like, you gotta let him kick it with his partners because his partners is making sure that y'all don't lose.
Yeah.
Right? And so nigga, when this nigga dropped, when he said that Love Your shit, my nigga, I promise you, she was like, what is wrong with you? What is you crying? Like, is you sitting there crying? I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm his face. I can't believe this nigga performed this shit. Like, and I felt that shit, my nigga. And so that's what I'm saying, the bias lies. The fact that I knew he was gonna be who he is before niggas thought he would be that, and then that, like, it's
full circle.
He's the hardest of his generation.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you with that, man.
That's my nigga. I will ride for that nigga like he one of the homies.
Shouts to J. Cole.
Shout outs to Cole.
Shouts to J. Cole, man. Damn, that's wild, man.
Yeah.
Damn. What a hell of a story, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. Damn, bro. Yo, all right. Let's keep it going. Lauryn Hill or Erykah Badu?
I'm L Boogie all day, even with the one album. We saw L when Anna was pregnant with Ava. And she came to the Red Rock and performed.
Yeah. Was she late?
As a motherfucker. You know, hey, she gotta be L Boogie. Would have been right. She'd have been on time.
I waited 2 hours for at House of Blues, man. Hey. It was fire when she came on.
That motherfucker, she got that.
Yeah. Yeah, she do, man. She's fire. Pharrell or Kanye? Pull up, man.
Anna shoot a nigga. She gonna shoot a nigga when she see this shit because she is Team Kanye all day.
That's crazy, bro.
Boy, when I tell you my wife is in love with Mr. West, I tell niggas, like, she 100% loyal. I ain't never got to worry about her walking off. But I'd give her a hall pass.
Hey! Yeah!
She love that nigga. As long as I get one with Kim K.
Hey, man. Swinger shit right there, man. Just Blaze or Dr. Dre?
Doc.
I got you.
Yeah, he damn near on at a Pac level.
Yeah, I got you. I'm a Just Blaze fan, so I off rip, I'm a big Just Blaze fan.
Just shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Doc get slack because motherfuckers say he don't produce everything. He just come in and add a couple snares or a hi-hat.
Man, he got his bass dude, Mike Elizondo. But
my nigga, that shit right there is... Niggas is just recently saying that 2001 is like sonically the best album ever.
Just now?
Just now.
Let me tell you something. Every single album that I drop, I listen to the Chronic.
Yeah.
And I try to like get the levels the same, but obviously it's not the same album, so it's like hard to do it. And I don't have the ear like Dr. Dre does,
right?
So, but every time I do it, I used to tell my boy Jay Spence, you already know what time it is, man. Let's pull up the Chronic, man,
and try to match that.
Let's try and match that shit level for
you
level.
You know how on the first Chronic he got it's like blum 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 till they fall. Listen to the sounds of my nigga, you know, and Dr. Dre, you know, a non-shot. And then go straight from that to G thing.
Yeah.
I got 2 songs on my album. The one song's called Immaculate and the next one's So Cool.
Yeah.
I say I need that, how they butt up to against each other. It's coming in.
Yeah.
So I need Immaculate. So it's like, it's Immaculate, baby. Come and fuck with it. Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
That's my ode to Dr. Dre right there.
Yo, funny story, man. I just moved to Vegas from VA.
Yeah.
And I was in orchestra. Took my first trip. We had like a festival in Disneyland, whatever. And the only CD I had was Nostradamus. Because it was my uncle had it for whatever reason. My cousin Chris's dad had it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? This is the only...
Chris had got so crazy with the beats. Nigga.
Yeah, man. He's nasty with it, bro.
That nigga Chris. And I remember when he first started making beats. And then all of a sudden, this nigga is like the beat meister.
Yeah, he's a genius, bro. He's literally a genius when it comes to just making dope shit.
That nigga Chris
he understands it.
Yeah.
And so he had the Nostradamus album. And I've been listening to this shit every day because that's the only rap shit around, right?
Yeah.
And we're on the bus on the way, and one of the homies behind me, some white dude, was like, yo, what you listening to? Like, oh, this Nas album. He's like, oh, you want to switch? You want to trade? I got the Chronic. I was like, all right, cool. So we switched. I ain't never give it back.
Never. I can understand.
I ain't never give it back. I still got it.
I would say Nostradamus is probably the lower tier of
Nas'
at the bottom,
album,
right?
It's at the bottom.
But I remember the nigga Drake came home from Atlanta over the summer one year.
Yeah.
Or for Christmas or some shit. You remember the song Project Windows?
Yeah, of course.
He had the version before he added Ronald Isley.
What?
Nigga. Like, when he dropped the album and he had Ronald Isley on that shit, nigga, we damn near wanted to throw up. Like, nigga, this is not that.
Bro, let me tell you something about Project Window. Because, again, I moved to Vegas, bro. I had no friends.
Yeah.
So when I listened to Project Window, I literally would go to my window in Henderson.
And look out.
And I would play that song, bro, and just imagine everything, right? Just everything.
Yeah.
And I wrote a version of Project Window when I was younger.
No shit.
My own version, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 7th grade.
I think it was like, if this piano's the cake and my words are the candle.
Yeah.
I light it up, make a wish and them angels will grant you.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Man, it was Nas and Tupac. I wrote poems because of Pac. I wrote raps because of Nas, and then somehow I blended that shit when I was in middle school.
When a Fanny got that nigga Nas to get on that Thugs Mansion shit with the acoustic.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I cried, my nigga. Like, when I first heard the shit, I was like, what the fuck did she do with this?
Dog, I used to play that shit on repeat.
Nigga.
I used to I couldn't even recite you the lyrics right now because I'm pretty active. But I used to listen to that shit on repeat.
Yes.
And I would just be like,
because it was the acoustic version too?
The acoustic version. And I remember I got it down to the influx of the voices of Pac and Nas.
Yes.
So when I would rap to it,
yes,
I literally would try and sound like exactly like him,
I can feel that shit, my nigga.
Even the singer, I don't even know who sang the song.
Nobody. A nigga we never heard of. But that shit was fire, my nigga.
Bro, I had that shit. I had that shit down, bro. I had that shit down.
The other day we riding in the car and my baby, my son, Lil True.
Yeah.
This nigga, he listens to, like, he can vibe to any music, right? But Peso Pluma. You heard of Peso Pluma?
Yeah, bro. I just came from Mexico, man. So that's all they play out
Peso
there.
Pluma is like his nigga.
Yeah.
Like, he be like, he got a song, he calls it Compa. I don't know the name of the song, but he be like, put on Compa song, because he's like, Compa. And this nigga 3 years old and he can sing that shit, right?
That's fire, bro.
So
that's fire.
My wife was like, so everybody play their favorite song. My daughter, she likes some shit. Some shit with this nigga Peso and Bad Bunny. Thing about my baby is she get both sides because her daddy's a real nigga and her mom's a real Mexican, so she she likes both worlds, and I love it for her. So my wife's like, "What's your favorite song?" And I'm like, "It's too many. I ain't got no favorite." She was like, "Oh, I know it's gonna be fucking Conway or Benny the Butcher or some Pusha T, because like, nigga, when it comes to drug dealing street rap, it's nothing like it in the world." And I remember my nigga, I used to be such a like, Common's always been my favorite rapper. Besides, first it was Meth. Pac. Well, now Pac, I don't even use him as
he's automatic. He just got his he got his spot. No matter what. It's whack. It's
but it was Math and it was Common. We me and the nigga Dre I drove him to Atlanta with him to Atlanta for his sophomore year.
Yeah.
And he put a nigga on the Common.
You drove to Atlanta?
Me and this nigga, his pops had a 280Z that he gave the nigga. Me and this nigga drive to Atlanta because he get to take his car for sophomore year.
Yeah.
Nigga, Resurrection, One Day It'll Always Make Sense. One day it'll make sense, nigga. We vibed this shit the whole way.
Damn.
And Calm became like a nigga.
That's wild.
Favorite rapper on that trip. And so I'm still trying to. So, but then when nigga got in the streets, like, cause like Killer Doe, P, Try, all these, they was on Jeezy real heavy when it dropped. And I'm saying, this simple lyric ass nigga, what the fuck do you niggas see in this nigga? But then we got in the streets and the nigga got to put the numbers together and the flips, and I'm like,
yo, Jeezy's out first.
This album. Nigga Jeezy is really on to some shit.
I played that shit back to back every day.
I got such a different appreciation for like that type of rap because a nigga was actually active at the time.
Yeah, you knew what it was.
So, and even prior to that, like, nigga, Clips, niggas might not even believe, but Clips, when they dropped, they're my favorite group of all time.
Hey, man, it's one of my favorite albums of all time.
That Lord Willing. Like,
man.
And, like, you can see back then the struggles that Malice was having.
Yeah.
Back then, today, because now he's like, he saved, he preaches. For the nigga to be the reverend that married his brother and his wife, I feel like that shit is so beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy, man. I read his book and it's like he really puts Pusha like our younger brother.
Yeah.
Like our younger brothers.
Yes.
Like that's why like I really besides like my brother being the younger brother and me taking care of him, I respect that motherfucker a lot.
100%.
Because of the fact that like
Germ, what up, nigga?
What up, Germ? What up, Germ? I respect him a lot because of the fact that the way he does things, because of how he's seen myself,
100%,
even you, and how everybody else around me was moving.
Yes.
He's not like anybody his age.
Well, that nigga got game.
Yeah, he's not like, I gotta worry about him.
Niggas his age that can't even fucking understand him, I bet you.
Yeah, no, he tells me all the time.
It's like, my nigga, this shit is, that's child's play, my nigga.
When I was, the iPod Shuffle, or the regular iPod, the skinny one.
Yeah.
I gave him, I had the fat one actually. I gave it to him. And it was nothing but fucking albums,
Yes.
albums from like 94, 93,
Yes.
all the way up to 2010.
Yes.
And he just fucking listened to that shit all day, bro.
All
Like,
day.
He was middle school to high school,
Soaked
bro.
it up.
Soaked it up.
Yes, sir.
So it's crazy because when I read Malice's book,
Yeah.
it was I want to live like that, like be the example
For sure.
at the same time letting him live.
That's where I'm
You
at,
know?
like right now with my with Pimp, like
Yeah.
as my son, he I would be like I pray about it, like let me be the example so this nigga can, cause I was an asshole, nigga. There's times where I really fucked up in life,
Yeah.
and as a dad, as a husband, like it's times where a nigga is like today I'm ashamed of some of the shit that I've done,
right.
and a nigga wasn't terrible, but I wasn't the nigga that I am today.
Yeah, which is
And,
fine. We all
and
grow.
It take growth. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And it take a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
It take for you to go through some shit to be able to become who you are.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I feel like me, actually giving it to God and getting my wife into the church and things like that allowed me to even make Lil True possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think God would have gave him to me if I didn't get it right.
Yeah.
So now I just pray that I'm like the example.
Yeah.
Like let my life be an example so those who look up to me are able to follow.
Yeah.
And I really try to move with, like I've always tried to move with integrity, but now it's like super intentional.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Same
what I'm saying?
with me.
Like,
Same with me, man.
And it's like I trip out with Pimp about shit. He's 23 today. So
God damn.
I trip out with this nigga about everything because I'm
Yeah.
like, niggas that solid.
Yeah.
Like nigga, and then I compare him to me.
Yeah.
Like nigga, when I was 23, nigga, I had a record label already, nigga.
Yeah.
I was trying to do this, I was trying to do that. But life is different today.
Everybody is different, man.
And he'll hit me with that. You know, it'll have to be you, Dad. Like, come on, I ain't gotta be you. And I'm like, nah, but nigga, you gotta have goals, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't allow the shit to fall to the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to move with intentionality. But the nigga Malice, like on that clip shit, the nigga had what's the song? The beat's like dun, dun, I'm a culinary chemist. I serve shit malicious, right? And on that on Malice verse, he say what he say? What the fuck the nigga say? He say some shit like how he was serving crack to his own people, basically, and deep inside, I know that I ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
My heart bleeds, but that's aside from the fact I live for my kids and theirs and them youngins after that.
Yeah.
Like he was struggling to be who he is today back in 2003.
Yeah. He actually talked about that in the book.
Like it's and to see that nigga today, versus because like back then I was a Malice fan because his shit was just like so like pungent. It was like it stunk of realness, right?
Yeah, it was the realest shit ever wrote.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's shit.
And
man, what you know what's crazy? When I bought his book, he signed it.
oh shit!
I lost the book after I read
Oh, Merz.
I lost the book.
That nigga, was it last year?
I lost the fucking book.
Nigga, last year we went to Phoenix to watch Pusha.
Yeah.
To watch Pusha. He did, it was the Almost Dry tour.
Yeah.
This was like last
year.
October.
Yeah, I went to the one in LA.
This nigga is still touring today on Almost Dry.
Yeah.
Like,
it's his second, it's like his third leg.
I don't feel
tour.
like he get his credibility, my nigga.
Bro, Pusha is he's in my top 5.
Like, that nigga is so crazy.
And that's Virginia Beach to the core, bro.
Nigga, and for him, nigga, he made his own genre.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is luxury street rap.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Same in the book. So I read the book, and Malice explained where they used to sell dope.
Yeah.
Me and my dad used to go play basketball over there.
No shit.
He used to take me to play basketball over there. I had no idea.
VA, my
no
nigga.
idea, dog. No idea. I was like,
yes.
Bro, I was so young. I had no idea.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had no idea none of this shit was going down. My pops used to take me to play basketball at that park, bro.
Who was I telling this shit to earlier? That nigga, cause you know, wifey, she Instagram, like nigga, she can sit and scroll Instagram all day.
Yeah.
She started following Push Wife.
Oh yeah.
And,
they've been together for a minute.
My nigga, and like I put her on to this dope Dylan rap, right? And this street rap shit. She always been she's heard pop music her whole life, but like to just say like, how can you listen to such street rap? But nigga, Kanye West is her nigga forever.
Yeah.
And then for him to sign Push, she's like, oh my God, do you see this shit? Because like this nigga Push bought like a diamond necklace for his wife, like nigga with crazy different stones in a necklace, and she's like in love with this nigga. And I'm like, see, that's that dope buddy, baby.
Hey, Push, I'm gonna tell you something about Push, man, that I really respect, man. He stays out the light. He's about the craft. He's about himself. He's about his family.
That's it.
And that's it, man.
And fashion.
That's it, bro. And he can get down. Like when people talk shit,
if
he
the
can get
nigga
down.
ever chooses to fucking go there, Jim Jones can forget it.
Oh, bro, man, that's not even, I know what you're talking about. That shit ain't even, he not even gonna go there.
Why? And
there's no reason to.
You heard Travis' new shit?
Yeah, it's,
Now, I ain't gonna say it's because I ain't the Travis fan. Yeah. I feel like this is his best work.
See, I like Astro World. I like Astro World.
So I could never get into this nigga Travis. Like road trips is the best time for me to listen to music. Yeah. I tried Rodeo. I tried fucking what's that shit? Birds in a Trap. Yeah. I tried Astro World. I put on this new shit and I'm immediately like this nigga because he's rapping.
You know what? He is rapping.
I'm
on
not
this
a sing-song rapper type nigga that don't do it for me. And this nigga kind of let go of that singy shit and actually went and rapped.
See, I went reverse. I like him in that lane because that's his
lane. I dig it.
So then now, and when he went into this one and it mixed it with like some almost like rock and roll rap, almost like how Wayne did that shit, nigga, right?
It sounds, I put it on Facebook. It kind of sounds very Yeezy-esque.
Oh yeah, it does. He even has that one song. I think it's track 4. It's the same drum pattern almost. Yeah.
100%.
You know what? But it's slowly growing on me. There's definitely about 3 or 4 songs I could listen to. I could probably break it down and cut some songs out, and it could be a dope album to me.
I fuck with it.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to it more, and I'm one of them dudes, man, that it takes a while
to grow on you.
Yeah, but I respect music so much that eventually I'm gonna understand the process.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I get it for sure.
Yeah, so that's how I look at that. I gotta listen to it more though. But you know,
I drove from Utah to Vegas listening to Birds in the Trap, and
it didn't work out for you. He almost drove back to Utah.
One of the homies told me like, well, I just like his vocal production. I said, nigga, we is not talking vocal production for a nigga's rap style.
Yeah.
But then later on, I'm like, his vocal production's pretty dope.
Well, Astro World, it got more cleaned up.
Yeah.
Cleaned up. You know what I mean?
No, I fuck with it. Yeah. That nigga, I like you said, I think that nigga pushes top 5, bro.
Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, he's in my top 5.
Yeah.
100%. Easy.
For sure.
I went to the tour with my girl, and like, my girl's a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Jedi Mind Tricks, shit like that. Yeah, hip hop fan. And
she's serious.
She's serious, yeah. Like, you know, that's her shit. And I didn't think she was gonna be, I didn't know if she was gonna fuck with Pusha like that, but we got to the show, she was going almost word for word.
Oh yeah.
I fell in love, bro.
I took my nephew, cause he live in Phoenix. So we drove out to Phoenix for the show.
Yeah.
And I hit the nigga like, hey nigga, we going to Push tomorrow, nigga. I'm gonna buy you a ticket. You wanna come? He was like, yeah, he ain't never really listened to Pusha. So nigga went to the concert, he became a fan. And I'm like, nigga, he's him. He is him.
He brought Pharrell out in LA.
No shit.
I almost fucking lost my shit. I was on the fucking mezzanine. I almost jumped off. I was like, yo, I'm from VA too,
man. Nigga, I know.
We got one more. Choose one, and then I got a couple more questions, and we'll wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Loyalty or respect?
Shot.
Oh, we gonna take this. Wow.
Because like loyalty, niggas can be loyal to a fault, right?
Yeah.
A nigga that respects you is gonna move a little. He ain't gotta be loyal to you, but because he respects you, he's gonna show you the loyalty. Yeah. Like niggas can be loyal to you because they like what you can do for them. or what fucking with a nigga like you does for them. But a nigga that respects you,
Facts.
nothing you can do about it.
I always saw this question as like it's one or the other, but you make sense with it.
Yeah.
You know, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah,
For real.
it's almost like that Sonny question, nigga. Love or respect?
Mm.
You feel me? Sonny say a nigga who love you might love what you can do for them.
Exactly, but they don't respect you at all, and that's when you start. That's when you start taking advantage of them.
Yes, and a nigga that respects you ain't gonna take that advantage because I respect this.
Yeah, 100%. Even if you beefing with them.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a pause on that because I respect who that nigga is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's wild, man. Yo, did you get tickets to the show August 26th? Yeah,
I ain't got them yet, but I told my wife we got to get the VIP joints.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I know how you go.
Boy, listen, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm in that motherfucker. I'm at Triple B's, nigga. I'm reciting every word type shit,
man,
nigga.
Let's get it, bro.
I say, nigga, make sure you record. Nigga, I don't know your set, but nigga, if you could please put independent women in that motherfucker. Nigga, we gotta get that motherfucker. That's my nigga. When I talk about
you taking it back.
Nigga, this is from City Girls.
Yeah.
This is for my independent women who are 9 to 5. Oh, nigga.
So here's the thing with that. Material Girls.
Material Girls, yes.
I listen. Okay, so before I put the set together, I listened to every song because there's some songs where I never got a chance to perform, and I'm like, I'm in charge at this point. There's no opening. I don't got 50. There's no limit.
Yeah.
Right. This is a full fucking show for me. And I told myself, I can't do Material Girls unless I have the Avengers with me.
And the Avengers.
I can't do it.
I feel that.
I can't do it.
I feel that.
And it was, for me, it was just too. I felt it would be too difficult, and I respected. I wanted to rock with Final. Because I don't know if this might be it. This might be the first and the last right here.
Right.
So I was like, I had to put it to the side. But trust me, it was a hard decision,
My
bro.
nigga. I'm like, boy, when you talk about a nigga brought a track to life, because they actually made that track as a studio beat, before they ever did it live, And I remember Vay was like, shout out King Vay, what's up, bros?
Yeah, hey, what up, Vay?
The nigga, when they did it live, he was like, we need Marion Wright on this one.
Yeah.
We gotta have that Marion Wright on this shit.
You know what's crazy?
And nigga, you slayed that shit.
You know what's crazy? I just got fired from my job.
No shit.
I had got just fired from my job. And Vay gave me the record maybe a week or two before. And I think I hit him up, or he hit me up, was like, yo, we're gonna be at the Palms.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the Palms, and if you ready, you ready. And I wasn't ready at the time. I just got fired from my job. So I was at my boy Mook's house. And
shout out Mook. Hey, that's my, when I tell you, sorry, but I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
When I tell you that a nigga has a squad of niggas that's been down with him since day one.
Yeah.
This nigga right here.
And they still rocking with me. They put the show together. They put the show together.
When I talk about squad, the only reason this nigga ain't sold 1 million records is because it just hasn't been God's will for him.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Nigga, Moog, Goose, Chris,
all them motherfuckers, man.
Nigga,
Jay,
this
my brother,
Jern. Hey, this nigga has a team of niggas that are willing to go the distance for him in all things.
And I'm trying to pay that back. I
tell
much,
the nigga, when the nigga graduated from Miami, I was like, this nigga really does everything that he wants to do. Who do you know that fucking sets a goal and achieves every one of them? This nigga right here. I'm seriously,
respect,
no
man,
gas.
respect.
This nigga, I texted him more than likely, or put it on a comment on his post and said, if achieving goals was a person, it's this nigga right here. And he has the team, and he has the support, And like this is a group of niggas who I've seen grow from 18 years old to grown ass men that have children and raise families that really stick to the code. Like,
respect,
there's nothing that can come. Like, I envy that, but I don't, because envy's a sin, right? So but I love it more than anything.
Respect, man.
Nigga, I love that shit. Mook know he my nigga. Mook got a baby girl. I've been seeing this baby girl grow over Instagram and all that shit, my nigga. That shit's crazy, my nigga. Yeah, I love to see it. Mook know he my nigga forever.
I gotta say it, man. I've been blessed, bro.
100%, bro.
And I almost feel bad sometimes because they supported me so much, and I was grinding, bro.
Yes.
That to this day, man, I'm trying so hard to pay all that shit back, bro.
Nah, my nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
You living in purpose, pays it back for all of them. Yeah. It pays it back for me, my nigga. Yeah. Like I ain't always on the scene, or I ain't always fucking with you, but nigga, when you probably have no bigger supporter than your boy right here.
Yeah,
like,
I feel, 100%, man. You was always there, bro.
This, like, I am 100% supportive, and I'll be like inspired. My nigga, I just sent my application in to go back to school. I'm like, this nigga just walked in Miami. Like, I'm going to get my bachelor's. Like, I think I just put my application in yesterday. Nigga, I'm finna go back and get this shit. Like, I ain't fucking around. I say, like,
let's go,
my nigga, right? And Anna, because Anna seen it first. She's like, did you see Marion? And I'm like, what'd he do? This nigga just graduated from my. I said, what the fuck? This nigga graduated from where? Oh, nigga, this nigga's old. I'm so like. Niggas, I heard a clip. I don't know if you posted it or not. It's a clip from Black Gold where the niggas came and interviewed me. They interviewed me at the park. Yeah. And I'm like this nigga, like Marion, this nigga's a nigga, not because he's trying to be a nigga, but he's just a nigga. Like, this is who he is. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, I'm so happy for, like, this nigga's really like my little brother.
Man, respect.
Because my little brother then left, and if it wasn't for my little brother, I wouldn't even know
each other, man.
And like, so
none of this would have happened,
come
bro.
On, my nigga.
When I really think about this shit, none of this shit wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Dajuan, bro.
Architect, my nigga.
It's crazy, man. Because every February, bro, I go to Woodland.
Yeah.
And I pay my respects, bro.
That's what's up, my
nigga. Because I know there was a time where I wasn't seeing him at all. There was years where it was, I went in contact, none of that. And, it's just how life is sometimes.
My nigga, it happens. Like, I think about times where I wasn't in contact with this nigga, but because, like, he would be in and out of the hospital, and I'd be like, oh, this nigga, he'll be out tomorrow. This is,
you get used to it, man.
It's one of them
crazy.
episodes. He having a little crisis with his sickle cell. Quick story, my nigga. We had a little trap spot, right?
Yeah.
And this nigga was over in the spot with us. And I knew for sure our spot was going to get hit that day.
Oh, word.
Because some shit had happened the night before. So I tell the homies, nigga, we getting hit tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I still go anyway. I take all the work and I put it at this chick apartment across the way.
Yeah.
I took all the bread, put it in her apartment, and I'm like, we finna get hit today. But I still say fuck it. And Don Juan come through. It's me, Don Juan, and the homie Gucci. We sit in the apartment. A nigga come knock on the door. We do whatever. He leave. When I open the door, I see the gang unit swooping in. God damn, I told you niggas it was coming today.
Yeah.
So I took some money I had in the apartment. I put it into some jean pocket, and I threw all the clothes in that dryer. So when they come in, they knock on the door. I'm telling them, you can't come in. Oh, we got this, we got that. You can't come in. We heard domestic violence at this apartment. Oh, ain't no domestic. Ain't no girls live here.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we open the door. The niggas come in and draw down on us. I wake the nigga Gucci up. It's me, him, and Don Juan. They sit us on the couch in the living room. I'm thinking to myself, nigga, Big Mama's gonna kill me because I got this nigga over here with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck the police, fuck jail, fuck anything you niggas can do. Big Mama gonna shoot a nigga behind Jamarr being at this motherfucker, right? So they put us in handcuffs, they put us out on the porch and shit. But at this time, he already had the little port in his chest because he was getting so many transfusions.
Yeah.
So I tell this nigga, me, him, and so we was all raised in church. So nigga, we out on the patio, and this nigga Don Juan starts singing gospel songs on the patio.
I say, nigga, just like
so we going, so me and nigga Gucci, we join in with the nigga. So I tell him, he's like, hey, that nigga, you can't go to jail.
Yeah.
Tell him you having a crisis. So he just like, oh, he moaning, oh, nigga, mom.
I think he told me about this story, dog.
So bad, and so I'm telling him, you gotta call an ambulance. My brother got sickle cell. You gotta take him to. And he's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, listen, nigga, I don't give a fuck what your feelings are towards me, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck your little $50,000 a year job, bitch. I make $150,000 a year. Yeah. I live here in Summerlin. I'm being just as obnoxious as possible. But nigga, you taking my brother to the hospital.
Yeah, 100%.
He say, if I'm gonna charge him with everything I charge you with, whatever, nigga. Get this nigga out of here. Cause I'm just thinking, this nigga cannot go to jail. Like, nigga, my grandma is gonna kill a nigga.
100%, yo.
So, nigga, they call an ambulance. They take the nigga to the hospital. They take me and Gucci to jail. We get in the holding tank. They trying to interview us. Yeah. They tell the nigga Gucci, so come on. The way Truman talks, we know he's the man. Like, we know he has it. Yeah. We know he's selling this. We like, Gucci telling niggas, that nigga selling weed? Ain't no way. Nigga, we look for sacks every day. If this nigga selling weed, fuck that nigga. I ain't fucking with this nigga. Do they tell me, we know Gucci has it. Ain't no way this nigga Gucci got it. Ain't no fucking way. Me and this nigga ride around looking for shit to smoke all day. Damn. There ain't no fucking way. This nigga Jamarr go to the hospital. Yeah. They check him in. He jump off the emergency bed and run out the hospital, nigga. Call my sister. My sister come pick him up, nigga. My grandma never knew until after this nigga passed away. I say, boy, this nigga called me like, they let us out at like 3 a.m. This nigga called me like, I'm free, nigga. I'm about this motherfucker.
Yo, hold on, man.
That was and me and this nigga Gucci, every time I see him, like, that's my call defended right there, nigga.
Why does it sound just like him, dog?
Hey, that's that
like
nigga.
I told you. He pulled up to work in the gown. He fucking jumped out.
Hey, the nigga, the cop told him, there's nothing wrong with that nigga. Say, nigga, you don't see this port right here? Yeah, show him.
Show him your chest. Show him your chest. Man, rest in peace, Dajuan, bro.
Dajuan Jamarr Jackson, my bro. Nigga. Rest in peace. You know I love you forever, man. My nigga.
You know what's crazy? When did he pass?
February. Nigga, this nigga died 13 days after his birthday, February 23rd.
You know what day my brother was born? The same day as Dajuan.
Wow.
February 10th.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You want to talk about divine shit, bro?
Hey. There's no coincidences and there's no mistakes. Supposed to happen, bro. There's no accidents.
This is supposed to happen,
it's
bro.
Supposed to be, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, man.
For sure.
Whew. Man, look. Man, we been going for a minute, which I have no problems with.
I mean, we can go forever with
we
this
can go
shit.
forever.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you a couple more questions before we head out of here.
Let's do it.
All right. 3 people you have dinner with, dead or alive.
Don Juan.
I knew that was one for sure.
Pac.
That's off top. That's gonna be amazing.
Malcolm X.
Let me be the waiter.
Come on through.
Let me be the waiter, bro.
Come on through.
Yeah, I'm serving everything. Whatever y'all want, I'm picking it up.
Let's get it.
I'm picking it up, man.
For sure.
Yo, 100%, bro. I appreciate you for coming through.
Man, when you hear me and said this is what you wanted to do, nigga, I damn near ran over here.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna be no problem. I just make sure
this is just conversation, nigga. This is me and you.
All day. But I gotta say, man, like, from the jump, man, you set my entire like music career up. You set it up, bro. Just me watching how you did shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the way that I move through like professionalism, at the same time still keeping like the street aspect of just being able to connect with people. I learned that from you,
my nigga.
I learned that from Dajuan.
Yeah.
And even just being like a man in general, being a father, you know, one day I hope I could be the, you know, the great father from the examples that I have in front of me, right?
My nigga.
And also on top of that, just you being able to like keep me in mind, you know, even though there's times where we won't talk for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? But for you to still have that friendship and the mentorship,
for sure,
you know, like I appreciate that to the depths, bro.
My nigga, I don't want nothing but the best for you, nigga.
You know, like, so I try my best to like represent everyone that is dear to my heart, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're definitely one of those souls.
I appreciate that, nigga.
And like if it's anything in this world that I could do before I leave, is to just make the people that help me, you know, move through life proud. You know what I'm saying?
You've already won with me then, nigga.
You know what I mean? Because I just want to be like the best human. Because I've been blessed to be around a lot of good people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And contrary to popular belief or whatever we may have done, like we learn, and if it's created like characteristic traits in us,
yes,
to where we're able to be successful in our own terms and also pass that on to other people.
Sure.
For the coaching. So you coached it, I've coached. We've almost lived the same life damn near. You know what I'm saying? So
nigga, you from the bottom of my heart, nigga, you're like the one of the most decent human beings walking the face of the earth.
Respect, man.
Nigga, you and my partner Trot, like when I talk about niggas who I know wear their heart on their sleeve and are completely genuine, and everything that it ain't. There's no two niggas over you two that I put in that spot. Nigga.
Like man, respect, man, because it's one thing that I've learned through life is to just those types of people that teach you. You know what I mean? And you learn from. Yes. You always give back or respect. And sometimes the way to give back is just to pass on what you learn. 100%. So, and I'm gonna tell you right now, like I've been saying this whole show, everything I learned from you, I've been pushing it on to other people, man.
I appreciate
even the girls that I've coached.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, same with Dajuan.
Yes.
You know, I've learned shit in the times that I've probably learned more shit about how to be a better person in times that me and Dajuan have not spoken. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and like I said, that one when you called me that day and you told me that he passed, it was a tough time for me.
I understand.
It was a very tough time.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I know.
It was, and you know, me being at the funeral. Yeah. And that taught me to like use my time in a way where I can support as much as possible.
No, I remember you telling me like that it opened a lot. It really opened you up to some different shit, because that's like one of the first times you lost somebody that was really close to you. Yeah, that wasn't blood, but at the same time we was blood. Yeah, you know, he was like, I remember outside of high school, he's one of my best friends when outside of high school, man. For sure. That I into the real world, so to speak. Became a man with that nigga.
Yeah, straight up, man. And so it's crazy because it led me to you, and you've helped me grow as a musician, even though people might not even know.
Wouldn't have any idea.
Yeah, didn't have any idea, because everything that every single way that I move through music, like I said earlier in this podcast, I was like, I wonder if he would do the same thing.
Nah, nigga, we was locked in, my nigga.
So I respect everything, man. I just want to give you those flowers because I probably never ever told you these things.
Nigga, I'm grateful.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Anything you need from me, you already know, man. I'm up on my feet, 2 feet. I'm in there, bro. So
likewise.
Just holler at me, bro.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is?
Yeah. So again, I appreciate you for being on the show, my boy.
Oh, man.
I got one last thing. Who would you like to see on my show whoever you say, you got to help me get them on. It'd be anybody, bro.
I'd like to see King Vay.
Say less.
I'd like to see King. I'm gonna make that happen. That's easy.
Say less, man.
That's easy.
Say less.
For sure.
We can get that going.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll holla at you when I get to that portion of it.
Let me know.
You know what I'm saying? And then we'll get that shit scheduled.
I'm gonna plug it right in.
Because I already know Vay. He's got some stories.
Oh yeah,
sure.
you're gonna have to open up the windows because I think gonna be blowing.
I already know,
you're gonna have to blow it down.
I already know, man. I already know. But yeah, true, man. I appreciate everything, bro.
100%, bro.
And man, I'm pretty sure I'll see you sooner than later.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For everybody, man, thanks for tuning in. Talking about practice. We'll see y'all whenever, bro.
Fuck with my boy.
Yeah. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
One.
Peace.